Anyway, let's continue. I think someone came in. That one even looks ancient. I know, right?
At midnight each day.
On Valentine's night,
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda.
I black out,
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
naked on the beach.
And
Is that it for today?
David hunts,
I can change my skin.
then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did
on
phone
Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number.
There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I?
He was preoccupied with finding
photographs.
patterns.
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since,
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden.
I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it.
Alright, that was, I guess, a weird recap, although it wasn't really a recap. Oh yeah, we have a new patient, Professor Warwick. This guy that I definitely saw in another game before, by the way. So, it's a new day. Do we have anything new? The arrest report said Claire killed David. What did I freaking tell you guys? I've underlined some things to ask her about. I wonder if Bryce buried David. Bryce? What happened with Ben? Ask patients about the paper spike. The paper spike? Too much to do today. That's my notes. What? Right, where is it? Claire's arrest report. Statement of Christian Weber, police officer. To the best of my knowledge, this statement is true. I understand I may be prosecuted if I have stated anything that I know to be untrue. At 2040 hours on two... How do I scroll this? Hang on. Oh. I don't know. Maybe it's just this bit. At 2040 hours on Tuesday, 8th November, myself and PC Holt responded to a call received from a neighbor of the Bauer, Western Park Avenue, concerning a reported disturbance. We arrived at the address and knocked on the front door, but there was no reply. One then examined the rear of the property and gained entry through insecure patio doors. We entered the property through this door and I announced myself by shouting "Police!" but did not hear any response. We searched the premises. Upon entering the dining room, I saw a female seated next to the man who was lying on the ground. The man did not appear to be conscious. Both persons were drenched in blood, and there was a substantial amount of blood on the carpet, walls, and furniture. I noted what appeared to be a steak knife on the floor, which was also covered in blood. At this point, I asked the woman to put her hands on her head, which she did. PC Holt secured the female while I checked the man for sign of life, but found none. I asked the woman her name, and she identified herself to me as Claire Castleford. I asked if she knew the dead man, and she said he was her husband, David Castleford. I asked what happened, and she said that she had killed him. Following a search by PC Holt, which revealed no other person present at the house, I said to Castleford at 2052, "You are under arrest on suspicion of murder." Then I cautioned her to place her in the back of the police car for transportation to Western Police Station. So she did kill the husband. Now we know. For sure. I mean, I was pretty much convinced that she did already. Otherwise, she wouldn't be here and Dekker wouldn't have said she has hallucination. But clearly, she's hallucinating her dead husband. And possibly the kid. I hope. I hope the kid isn't real. There's also a crime scene report for February 14th. This is for Dr. Dekker, no first name. The victim was located in his office, seated on a chair behind a desk, soaked in blood with an obvious chest wound. Possible murder weapons: a paper spike, a desk accessory, 150 millimeters long, protruding from the approximate region of the victim's heart. Time of death estimated from the liver temperature measurement to be between 8:30 and 10:30 p.m. Okay, so it's not midnight, guys. It's actually before 11. So everything we said last time stand corrected. People that were seen busy until 11, there may actually be innocent. Although, now that we know that it's between 8:30, I don't know about that. But like, for example, the Angel of Death lady, Elin, she is probably innocent. She was on a date for the entire day, wasn't she? They went to the restaurant and then to the pier. And the assistant Jaya said there's no way they could be back in time. So we have to imagine that the pier is at least an hour away from the office. Now, the thing is, Mariana said you saw her at about 11 or 10, I don't remember, 10 or 11, at the pier. But we don't know where Mariana was before then. She blacked out, I think, and woke up at the beach or something. Or she was consorting with Cthulhu, we don't know. The victim body was reportedly discovered at 10:20 p.m. I'm sorry. What? Am I crazy? The time of death is between 8:30 and 10:30, but the discovery was at 10:20, so it cannot be at 10:30, clearly. Unless Ben did it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why. Because of that exsanguination to the punctuation of the left anterior descending coronary artery. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Can we see more of that, by the way? No. Okay. Well, we have a few things I should probably... You know what I'm gonna start to do today? I think I'm gonna start taking notes, like actual physical notes on a piece of paper, because I will forget to ask things to people. And there are things that we have to ask to anybody. So I will actually write down what I need to ask. Especially the keywords. So they want me to ask about Claire killing the husband. Which is, I mean, I knew that. Bryce buried Devi, that's interesting. So Bryce... We ask about David. We need to know something about Ben. You know, it's getting serious when the notebook comes out. I know, right? And then we need to ask about the paper spike to everybody. Okay. Look, after I saw that we're getting madness points or whatever, insanity points, it's time for the notebook. You know that. Do they only have a single guy working on a single graveyard, or why is he in charge of burying literally everybody? I think it's a small town, yeah. And he's the gravedigger, so he usually knows most of the people that... At the same time, I say it's a small town, but when they said they went out to the pier, they couldn't make it back in the office in time, in an hour. Maybe it's not that small. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's nearby, or just, you know, he works there, so... Well, are you going to play Graveyard Digger? If you want to send me a key for Graveyard Digger, I will play it soon enough. But it's not on my priority of games to buy for now. I had to take notes on some of the puzzles in Neverhood. It was very satisfying, and it reminded me how much I hate handholding games. I know, right? I think I actually have a bunch of spare keys from random bundles. Really? Well, I mean, if you don't use them, or if you don't want to give them away to anybody else, I'll gladly take them off my back. Anyway, let's start with Nathan, because I think Nathan is one of the most interesting around here. And he seems to be like one of the most reachable people. Maybe somebody that can actually help, you know? Everybody else, probably way too gone. Mariana, I mean, let's not even start about Mariana. She's gonna murder me as I date her. Eileen clearly thinks she's a murderous shapeshifter that helps old people. Claire killed the husband, so she's probably not crazy, but I mean, no, she does. Well, she sees dead people. Bryce is completely gone. Bryce is over the line. All right, hello, Jaya.
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counselling.
Are we doing grief
I
counseling?
emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want it. I
No
suppose
reason.
You're going to start doing home visits now, like Dr. Dekker?
Yeah, that's about it. Okay, let's take the notes. I have Mariana address. Hell yeah. I really just want to get those out of the way because I have no way of telling which of those I have used and which not. Will I use them, then have them lay around for use to me? Yeah, that's fair enough, yeah. I still have one key for Don't Stop Together if anybody wants it for some reason. But I'm assuming most people nowadays have that game already, so. Alright, let's get to the responses. Just sent one of your potential career keepers. So you can check it later. Yeah, I'll check it later.
I'm fine.
So, how's your grief today?
Grief is such a strange word if you keep saying it. Grief, grief, grief. It sounds like somebody's being whipped.
Did I say that I
Are you
don't
gonna
like this
ask me
girl?
how I feel today?
Alright. How are you feeling today? Yes, how are you feeling today? Grief is a strange word. Okay, we're lost already. Nobody wants daylight saving times. Nobody, literally nobody.
Grief is such a strange word if you keep saying it. Grief, grief, grief. It sounds like somebody's being whipped. And you're gonna ask me how I feel?
Sorry, whipped?
Oops, that was a strange thing to say, wasn't it? Whipped.
Yeah.
Am I all whips and chains in the bedroom or dominant in the boardroom? Don't answer that, it's not a question. It's early days for a harassment suit yet, what with Ben's nervous shock already.
Whips. she had a very H-heavy whips. Like cool whip. Anyway,
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counselling. I emailed you Mariana's address.
Ah, yes, of course. Mariana's address, yeah?
Doctor, if you don't want it, don't text me and ask for it. It's all right. I don't mind doing menial tasks for you. Someone has to do them.
Menial task. You're my secretary or something. Isn't that literally your job? What happened with Ben?
I think that's all settled now. We are agreeing to pay Ben £5,000 and
Oh,
he's
really?
agreeing not to say anything about what he saw.
That seems like we bribed him? Or he blackmailed us? Like, what happened there? I'm sorry. £5,000?
No, that
So he blackmailed us?
that's a strange question to ask. Are you feeling all right, Doctor?
Okay, you're... Shut the fuck up. Did Dr. Dekker have a... Was it paper spike in his office?
You're asking about two different things.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Anything new on Dekker?
Some mornings I come into work and still expect him to be here. Sometimes it feels like he actually is here. watching over me.
Hmm.
We had a connection. It's gone now, though.
A connection?
You can't have a connection with the dead, can you? Not for too long, anyway.
What kind of connection?
Dr. Dekker asked me to have dinner with him for Valentine's.
Oh.
I refused, obviously, because you don't sleep where you eat or something like that. But it was flattering, especially with competition like Mariana around.
I mean, fair enough. Competition, huh?
Sorry, I didn't mean I was competing. I was happy Mariana was going out with him. I didn't want to be romantic with him. We had a stronger connection than that.
I mean, he should have dropped Mariana as a patient, though. Stronger connection.
Dr. Dekker and I shared some philosophy. We'd both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind, and we agreed with a lot of what it said. Have you read that book, Doctor?
I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down. No, I haven't read the book.
In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests that everyone is capable of psychokinesis and that
Right.
the cult leaders specifically had these powers that turned their followers into disciples. It's not a fun read, but if you're into psychology, it's a blast.
Is that a real book? Hang on. Let me Google that. Because I am interested, in fact. The Cult of the Kinetic Mind. That is not a real book. God damn it. Alright. Psychokinesis?
Psychokinesis is the
Kinesis.
ability to change the physical world without actually touching it, just by using your mind.
Yeah, I know.
It's not just about bending spoons. It covers all sorts of things like telepathy, telekinesis, telesabalas.
Tell you what now?
Shoot me, I'm a Kojak fan.
Kojak. I mean, I appreciate that, but...
Like I said, all those cool things are in Cult of the Kinetic Mind, apart from Kojak, obviously. If you ever get a patient who thinks they can change the world with just their mind, then duck, just in case they can. But seriously, do a whole load of shrinking and make them better. Whether you believe in psychokinesis or not. You'll need
Which
to
I
figure
believe
out
it's
your
most
approach
of our
with those
people
that
now,
do.
right? Because, okay, let me see the patients. I don't think Nathan is one of them. I don't know about Mariana. Eileen for sure is one of them because she thinks she can change her skin. Or at least become possessed by the spirit of the patient's relative or whatever. I don't know. Bryce is definitely one of them. He thinks he can stop the time for an hour a day. And also, that is just one of the things he wanted to do. But I think Dekker told him that he could do whatever he wanted with his mind. I don't know about Claire yet. Of the people that are missing here, we have the old lady, which either she is perfectly sane and she's trying to pretend she's crazy because she killed a woman and she's trying to get away with it. Although she said she can read our thoughts, so that is definitely a candidate for this. The painting girl, Jessica? Jasmine. I don't know about that. She doesn't want it. It's more like paintings are talking to her. So I don't know about her. Interesting though. Okay. How many answers do we have? Sorry, I have to ask because if there's like 500, there's 275. That's a lot.
Midnight.
David Hunt.
Oh no. Oh shit. Okay. There we go. Okay, so
Like I said, All those cool things are in Cult of the Kinetic Mind, apart from Kojak, obviously. If you ever get a patient who thinks they can change the world with just their mind. Have you been taking notes in our session, Doctor? Perhaps you should check them?
That was not it.
Like I said, all those cool things are in
Oh man, I
Cult of the
wish
Kinetic Mind,
they gave you a
apart from
transcript
Kojak,
instead of
obviously.
making you go through
If you ever get
the
a
entire
patient
video.
who thinks they can change the world with just their mind, then duck, just in case they can. But seriously, do a whole load of shrinking and make them better. Whether you believe in psychokinesis or not, you'll need to figure out your approach with those that do. How do you make people who think they have special powers better? Do you remain passive and support, encourage them, take them away?
Yeah, that's a real good question, isn't it? That is a really good question. Take them away?
That's what I'd try to do.
I mean, that is potentially very dangerous, though. If you take the powers away, they may be thinking, oh, I had a power and this guy took it from me. And then you end up like Dekker. Although, by now, we kinda know that Dekker was trying to make his own kind of umbrella academy with these people and their powers. We still have a lot of questions. Dekker was encouraging them, indeed.
In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests...
Everyone is capable?
No, not at all in my experience. Dr. Dekker had an unusual number of patients who
there you go.
claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically looking for them or someone had been sending them.
I was looking for them.
Nope.
Send? Wait, how did she say that?
No, not at all in my experience.
Oh, in your experience?
You're overthinking things.
Your experience.
That's not something...
Okay, never mind.
No,
It was
not at all
highlighted,
in my
so...
experience. Dr. Dekker had an unusual number of patients who claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically looking for
There we
them
go.
or
Someone had been sending them?
It's entirely possible that someone is targeting this practice with psychokinetic patients.
Yeah, but shouldn't
To
we
what
know?
end, I don't know. It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are diagnosed as insane, or at least temporarily insane. It's a handy diagnosis if you're facing criminal prosecution, especially if it's for murder.
Like the old lady. But, I mean, you are the one doing this. Shouldn't we know who sent us a patient? Like, if another therapist sends you a patient, you should know, right? Or are they just coming in and I've been recommended to come here, but like by who? I would like to know that if it was my, place. Anyway, we're gonna leave the green ones for last.
Dr. Dekker asked me to have dinner with him for Valentine's.
I
was at home on my lonesome, Doctor, like I said before.
Right. And there it went. Home Alone? Come on
I don't
now.
know everything. I know most. I was at home on my lonesome.
Oh, sorry. On your lonesome? Really?
I'm a bit of a bookworm. I'm one of those annoying, constantly self-improving, overachieving types.
I mean, you got the annoying
Takes
part,
one
right?
to know one, Doctor?
What are you trying to say? What did you just say to me? You're fired. Wait, no, she's my boss, technically. Not really, but... God damn it. You're fired.
I don't know anything about them.
Damn it. I tried. I tried.
No, not at all in my experience. Dr. Dekker had an unusual number of patients who claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically looking for them.
Patients with psychokinesis. No. Do you have psychokinesis? Let me formulate. Are you capable of psychokinesis? Okay. Wait, we have notes. What is that? What is psychokinesis? We asked that already, didn't we? There's more like down here.
Sorry, I didn't mean I was competing. I was happy Mariana was going out with him. I didn't want to be.
Were you happy that Mariana was going out with Dekker?
I have no idea what they did and when they did it. I'm happy to keep it that way too.
You didn't look very happy, but sure. The way she looked, like, to her right? That was deflection. I think you may have killed him, you know? Like, she's forming this picture where her and Dekker were very, very close. But I feel like she didn't like what Dekker was doing, or something like that. Anyway. I got some of the greens out, which is really nice, because we don't have to use the hints that much. Let's talk about Ben again.
I think that's all settled now.
All settled?
I don't know.
No, okay, I just tried.
I think
Very
that's
quickly.
all settled now. We are agreeing to pay Ben £5,000.
Okay, what he saw?
He thought he saw a creature
Okay.
coming out of Dr. Dekker's mouth. Well, at least that's the reason he's given for not emptying the bins that night. Either way, it's not the kind of publicity that we need. Shiny, happy, sane people.
A creature.
That's a strange.
We're not gonna talk about that, are we? You saw a creature coming out of Dr. Dekker's mouth. Alright.
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counselling. I emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want it. I suppose you're going to start doing home.
Oh, yeah, right. Dekker was doing home visits?
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana.
Oh,
He
just
said
for Mariana,
she
I mean.
couldn't concentrate
I mean-
properly in his office.
Yeah,
I
right.
hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing. I need you right where I can see you.
I mean, I already promised I would check on her when she has the blackouts. Yes, I will visit Mariana.
I don't know.
Shit. Mariana and I have a date. Damn it. There's more here, by the way. That's weird.
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing.
Mariana concentrating in the office?
I don't know everything.
Dekker and Mariana. I don't know what else.
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing. I need you right where I can see you.
Where you can see me? Why?
Checks and balances, Doctor. Somebody needs to be watching the watchman, so to speak. Make sure you're helping, not hindering.
Okay, she is...
Nope. He probably did his fair share of helping and hindering. He was definitely helping in the beginning, but then seemed to lose sight of things. I think he was so overwhelmed by the patients he was getting. His curiosity just got the better of him. There was a definite turning point.
A turning point, huh? Guys, we are on point today, though. Are we? Like, I didn't use a single hint. Look how much stuff we discovered already.
Somewhere around the time Professor Alderby turned up, that seemed to unsettle him. And then we had a flood of extra weird patients.
Of
I think it
course.
was all too much for him. I think I misjudged him. I hope you deal with it better.
Yo, look at that. We completed Jaya already. Misjudged?
There's just a lot of crazy flying around, Doctor. Don't catch any of it.
Okay. That was it, actually. Damn. So, we had a tape, right? When Professor, what was it called again? Alderby came to visit Dekker. They started talking about chaos, order, old gods, and real weird shit. And so from that point on, Dekker started accepting patients with powers. Or claiming to have powers. But why would he visit Mariana personally, though? I feel like that has to be important. Do you think he was following her while she was having the blackouts, and he actually knows where she went? Let's remind everybody for a moment. Mariana, when she comes back from the blackouts, she's naked, wet, and has seaweeds on her. It's like she goes deep in the sea to meet with the other ones. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Is she human? Is Mariana human? She goes to the seaweed store and then she smokes it. She didn't get it when they said to smoke weed, and she started smoking seaweed, and that's what happens when she blacks out. Anyway.
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing. I need you right where I can see you.
No, I'm not thinking of doing the same thing.
Have you been taking notes?
Damn. Dekker visiting any other patient home? Damn it. I don't know what can be another question there. There's another question here.
No, not at all in my experience. Dr. Dekker had an unusual number of patients who claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically looking for them or someone had been sending them. Most of the patients you're seeing have claimed some kind of psychokinesis.
There it was.
If you don't think that's the case, then they just haven't told you yet.
Yeah, probably. Interesting. Okay, that was another green star. We have another one here, and another one in the first question, actually.
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counselling. I emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want it. I suppose you're going to start doing home visits now, like Dr. Dekker?
Email? I don't have an email.
I'm
How... Jesus. How are you feeling? No? It's not it? Paper spike.
It's in that police report that I gave to you. You should really take a look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I know. That's why I asked. Okay, there's another one here. Let's see if we can
In
spot
Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests that everyone is capable of psychokinesis and that the cult leaders specifically had these powers that turned their followers into disciples. It's not a fun read, but if you're into psychology, it's a blast.
it. Sorry, did you say cults?
Followers and disciples have a very strong tie to their cult leaders, almost like they've been brainwashed. The author suggests that this is because they've witnessed some kind of psychokinesis, like pyrokinesis or telekinesis.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that what happened to Dekker? When he saw the gravity changing from Professor Alderin, or whatever he's called. Alderby. He got like mind tricked, and that's when he changed, and that's when he started doing all those weird things. So Professor Alderby may be the main adversary here, the cult leader, if you will. Okay. Well, we almost completely exhausted Jaya's So let's ask for a hint and see if we can get rid of her. Why couldn't Mariana concentrate? I literally asked that. Okay, see, this is why we use the hints. It's because I ask the questions, but not in the way the game wants me to. So I have to use it.
Honestly, I think Dr. Dekker had a bit of a crush on Mariana.
Yeah, you'd
or
think?
vice versa. I'm not really sure. There's some footage from their home sessions if you want to see them.
Oh. Yes, I want to see them.
No.
I want to see the tapes.
I don't.
Dude, come on.
Honestly, I think Dr. Dekker had a...
Crush on Mariana.
You're overthinking things.
Oh, come on.
Honestly, I think
What is the
Dr.
right
Dekker
question
had
here?
a bit of a crush on Mariana, or vice versa.
Well,
I'm
who
not really
doesn't?
sure.
Am I right?
There's some footage from their home sessions if you want to see.
Footage from the home session.
That's not something I know.
Are you really? Yes, I want to see footage
That
from
was
the
a
home
joke,
session.
Doctor. I guess we found our level.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Jaya, are you actually fucking kidding me? Whatever, next hint. I didn't ask for Mariana address. Oh, that is a good question. I thought I did. Since we talked about, you know, the entire thing. I didn't ask for Mariana's address. I guess that would have been like a smart question to ask.
Well, maybe someone sneaked your phone during a session and texted. I know they all look innocent, but if it's not nailed down, there's a good chance they'll walk away with it. You know, I used to have an iPad and a Surface.
Why do you need both of them?
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate
There's
properly in
more
his
questions
office.
here?
I hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing. I need you right where I can see you.
You need me?
No.
It's a long shot, but I should ask her about Dekker's mother. Any thing on Dekker's mom?
Dr. Dekker did send me to see his mother once. She was
Really?
dying in a nursing home and he didn't want to see her. I remember him calling her a manipulative, evil old hag. You tend not to ask any more questions after that.
I need to ask that to Elin if she was in a nursing home. Maybe it was the same one. I mean, it seems like everybody here is connected. right? Like Jasmine saw Nathan, Mariana saw Eileen, Eileen saw somebody else. I think it was Bryce. Bryce was handling different bodies, probably Nathan's wife, I think he did. And then now maybe Claire. So yeah, there's a lot of connections between these people. Oh well. Is she into psychology? Okay, I would never have asked that. Are you into psychology?
Yes, psychology. I think you'll find it's relevant, Doctor.
I mean, it's not your job, but whatever. Practitioner. Achievement unlocked. And day tripper. Okay. Okay, I need to check my achievements now because I want to know if I'm going crazy. What have I done? What? Continue.
At midnight.
Shut up. I should ask Mariana about Dekker home visits. Yeah, right. That's gonna be a fun conversation with Mariana. I want to see. Okay, we got 8 hours played and 500 responses revealed. Okay. Nothing too crazy for now. Our sanity or insanity point are still looking good, I guess. Did she talk about to Nathan? Did you talk to Nathan? That's a weird question.
I didn't really speak to Nathan that much at all, but I have this strange feeling that I know him really well. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Really? Very interesting. Why does she have a strange feeling of knowing Nathan? Of all people. Did Nathan say something about her? I think he said something about ask your assistant, but I don't think he ever mentioned her otherwise. What a weird thing to say, and what a weird thing to ask as well. But I guess at some point I'm gonna have to start asking these people about the others. Because if they are connected, it might be irrelevant. Did Dekker do home visit for any other patient? I think again, another question I definitely ask. In fact, I have to make sure because this is one of those cases where I want to see what I asked and how I asked it. Is this only the good ones, or is this also the this is also the bad ones? You're fired. Yeah, this is also the bad ones. Dekker was doing home visits, I asked. Dekker visiting any other patient's home. And this is Dekker do home visits of any other patient. Like, it's literally the same thing, but in reverse. I'm gonna type the same exact question by using patients and not patient to see if the keyword is specifically patients with the S. Dekker visiting any other patient's home? No, that's probably home visits is the keyword. Home visits other patients.
No,
Yeah.
as far as I know, Mariana was the only patient that Dr. Dekker did home visits
Visiting
for.
was too advanced, I guess. I have to use the same exact words they use, or it doesn't work. Well. Anyway, we completed Jaya actually, which is really good. It wasn't a struggle. Nathan. Hello, Nathan. How are you today?
I burned Hannah's rocking chair. The day moved forward. It was a good choice.
I know.
I'm not sure I've got much left of hers now.
That's good.
I've burnt most of it, or given it away, just to make the days move forward. There was a moment when I was attacking a Salvation Army bin, but I gave in.
Attacking a Salvation Army bin? Sorry, what? Attacking a Salvation Army bin?
I accidentally put Hannah's diary into a Salvation Army donation bin.
Oh.
They're like huge post boxes with a circular tray that makes sure things spill to the bottom. I tried to get in to get it back, but I gave up.
Hannah diary.
I can answer that. Both of those things, actually.
Diary?
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me.
Oh.
That she was going to break off the engagement.
What? Hang on a
She
second.
didn't love me anymore.
Uh-oh.
I regretted it.
Oh, I'm starting to see things here. Breaking the engagement.
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
Okay.
And thanks for the dating advice, by the way.
Oh, dating advice. Did it work? Did it work?
I signed up for a dating website. It's a bit easy, to be honest.
It really is, isn't it?
If I message something they don't like, I change it when the day replays. It's not very honest.
I'm not sure that's how it works. Honest.
If I'm being honest, I'd probably rather ask out one of the patients I've seen here.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The friendly redhead with the accent.
Okay, you need to back away right now, mister. Or this is gonna become real ugly real quick. If you know what I'm saying.
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me. That she was going to break off the engagement. That she didn't love me anymore. I regretted it.
Regretted it?
I regretted that I mourned for Hannah so long. I regret the grief. I regret all the days I slept through because of it. Had I known she didn't love me anymore, things would have been different.
Different how?
I'm a bit angry now. If I had that day over again, I'd
Oh, there it
may
is.
just still pull out in front of the driver.
There it is. Oh man, I forgot what I wanted to ask.
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped.
Oh wait, no, there was nothing there to ask.
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's
There's
diary
more here,
a while
though.
ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny.
Oh, didn't love you anymore. Why Hannah didn't love you? Don't know.
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me. That she was going to break off the engagement. That she didn't love me anymore. I regretted it.
Do you know Jaya?
Yeah, I talked to her quite a lot. I'm not sure how many days of that she'd remember. She seemed to care, which is more I can say for Dekker.
Interesting. What else can we ask? Do you know anything about Dekker's mom?
That doesn't mean anything to me.
No. See, now I have all the things here. Bryce, David, Ben. Do you know Ben?
You've asked me that already. No. Wait, maybe that was yesterday. I don't know, anyway.
Okay. It wasn't yesterday. You told me it's not loop day. The Cult of the Kinetic Mind. Have you read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind?
No, I don't know about that.
That's very good. Any thoughts on psychokinesis?
That's not really relevant.
Is it? Is it really not? Creature in Dekker's mouth.
I don't know anything about.
Fuck. Valentine's.
I'm not trying to hide anything.
Ah, bother. What else can we ask? Have you ever seen a paper spike in the office?
I didn't notice Dr. Dekker had a paper spike. I haven't really seen more than a foot in front of me since Hannah died.
That's good. We have a note as well. If this says he talked to Jaya a lot, I should ask her. Oh, so this is how... Sometimes I guess you have to finish some lines before the others? So maybe, since we don't really know what to ask Nathan, maybe we should do someone else and see if that unlocks an option with Nathan. Jaya said you don't speak much. Did I type? Maybe that's not it. Alright, let's go up the list, I guess. Hello, Mariana.
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. It's rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day.
Don't we all? Don't we all, Mariana? Don't we all?
No.
No. Rent day.
Rent day is the day I pay rent to my landlady.
Yeah, I mean, okay. We already... we already ran out of things to ask Mariana.
I'm okay. Thanks for asking.
Feel blue on rent day? Why?
I pay my rent to a landlady. I don't own my own place. I'm just passing through.
What does that mean? Passing through.
I never stay in one town very long. I get bored too easily. Once
Oh.
you've seen the same faces over and over again, you move. Like I said before, I like to move around a lot.
You move?
You will have...
Move around a lot?
I don't know.
Same faces?
I've got a short attention span. The malaise of our generation, I expect. What are you bored by, Doctor?
Oh boy, what am I bored by? I am bored by humans.
I
mean, I think I have to. You bore me. You bore me.
You're not getting it.
I guess I am not. I'm not bored by you. That's for sure.
You should get out more, Doctor.
I really
Looking
should.
at me all day should be fun, but if you're bored, perhaps we should spend some time apart.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Time apart.
Try again?
Dancing bores you? Oh, really? No, I tried. Anything on Dekker's mom?
I don't know.
Dekker ever talked about his mother?
Are we still talking about him? And I thought you were just interested in me, Doctor.
Oh my god, stop doing that. I am interested in you.
I don't know about that.
Fuck off. You made me say that.
Are we still talking about him? And I thought you were just...
Oh, maybe I have to say yes. Hang on. Yes, because they want yes or no thing. Damn it. Yes, we're still talking about him. Yeah.
Are we still talking about him?
So, how about those Dekker home visits?
Dr. Dekker suggested home visits.
Did he now?
I think he was probably checking up on his investment.
Wait, what do you mean his investment?
You're not thinking of doing home visits, are you, Doctor?
Hang on a second. His investments?
I don't know.
Singular?
I...
Really now? No, I'm not planning on home visits.
That's good. I'm not sure I can afford any more of your time.
Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What does that mean? Oh, no, we're losing her, guys.
Dr. Dekker suggested home visits. I think he was probably checking up on his investment. You're not thinking of doing...
Checking up on his investment.
Aren't we all your investments, Doctor? All the time, all the energy you've invested in us? Seeing how we're doing, making sure we're growing correctly?
She's weird today. Going correctly?
He called it aversion therapy. Whenever I felt the urge to go to the sea, he would do something unpleasant.
Unpleasant?
I don't know what you'd call it, but it was unpleasant for me.
I mean, that's negative reinforcement. I get it, but... No, wait, is it negative reinforcement? It's not, actually. Negative reinforcement is taking away something from you. That's different. Positive is a reward. This is like something completely different. It's like the opposite of reinforcement, but it works in this. It gets the same result, I guess. You ever seen a paper spike in the office?
Dr. Dekker used to put my checks on that thing.
Ah,
I guess someone thought they weren't getting value for money.
what? Value for money?
I'm not broke. Men buy me drinks at bars, though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants.
Damn it.
Isn't that how it is for everybody?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I don't know.
Fucking hell. We've been played so hard by
I'm
this
not
person.
broke. Men buy me drinks at bars, though. Sometimes...
Oh, wait. Buy you drinks? I thought you didn't drink.
Try again?
You... Oh, I'm getting angry now.
I don't know anything about that.
I'm so angry right now. You have no
I'm
idea.
not broke. Men buy me drinks at bars, though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants.
Not paying at restaurant?
Can you repeat that?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Restaurant? Restaurants?
I mainly like drive-thrus. I don't like crowds, and I find it difficult to stay in the same place for too long. I guess I'm a fidget.
Fidget. She didn't say she asked for the drinks? I mean, that's fair, I guess.
I mainly like drive-throughs. I don't like.
You. Why don't you like crowds?
Crowds at nightclubs and bars are different. The lights are dim. You can slink around without attracting too much attention.
Attracting the attention.
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me. Wherever I go,
I mean,
it's creepy. I don't want everyone seeing that.
I have a terrible feeling right now that she is actually luring people in the sea and kills them or something. Is he a vampire? I mean,
Sometimes I'll.
kiss a guy just like that?
I'm not a siren. It's just how some guys are. I
Kelpie?
tried it with a woman too. She followed me. If a lot of people are watching, then it doesn't work.
She may be like, did you ever see the Lost Girl TV show? I mean, I guess in that TV show she was a succubus, but it's not like the conventional succubus.
I'm not a siren. It's just interesting that you should say that. Dr. Dekker said the same thing. And he's dead now. Siren, mermaid? Do you think I could really be one? You will have to ask.
Okay. Yes, you may be a siren. Are you sure you don't personally want her to be a succubus? No. If you saw the TV shows, you understand. She had like a weird attraction power. She, it's kind of like she was like an emotional, almost sexual vampire. She fed on like attraction towards her or something like that. I don't remember. I saw that TV show like a long time ago, and then it became really weird. I mean, it started weird and it became weirder. It was like 5 seasons. 2 bad ones. Then it became really, really good, and then it ended like kind of in the middle. But she was probably one of my least favorite main protagonists in all the TV shows I've ever seen. Literally watching a TV show about a dumb girl making dumb decisions all the time. Like actually brain dead decisions. That everybody would scream to just, what are you doing? Kinda TV show. Yeah, I don't know. I liked it, but I would like another main guy or girl or whatever. But hey, the side characters were great. Absolutely fantastic. There was a male siren in that TV show. The guy was amazing. Anyway, we have more here.
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me.
They follow you? What do you mean by that?
They follow me wherever I go. Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
Do they follow you home?
Yes. They follow me home. They're silent. It's like a trance.
A trance?
They're in some kind of trance, like
What the
zombies.
fuck is happening here?
But I don't know what they want.
Think that this is her problem?
Yes, they follow me home. They're silent. It's like I don't talk to them, they don't talk to me. They follow me wherever I go.
Do they follow you to the sea, to the beach? They just leave money on. Oh, come on.
They follow me wherever I go. Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
Did they follow you here? Damn it. Is that why you keep moving?
You will have
Shit. Follow you moving? Try just keywords. Marianne wants me to guess where people follow her. What happens after they follow her? Oh, that's a good question, I guess. What happens after they follow you?
It depends where they follow me. If they follow me home, they bang on the door for an hour or so, then leave. Other places, they just disappear. I don't see them again.
Disappear?
I don't.
I typed it wrong, didn't I? Disappear?
They don't just disappear into thin air. I think they return to the place I found them. But I've not run into the same person twice.
Okay.
They follow me
There's more here.
wherever I go. Anywhere.
There's another place that we can think of, probably. Let's see. Let's go after the main questions like this one.
Dr. Dekker used to put my checks on.
Your checks.
I actually don't have a lot of money.
I feel you, lady.
Sometimes a therapy check would bounce, but Dr. Dekker would be okay with it.
Hmm.
Oh, my checks are fine though, don't worry.
Okay, we technically completed Mariana for now. We just have all the extra questions.
I'm not broke.
Are you broke? You sure you're not broke?
I'm not broke. Men buy me drinks at bars though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants. Isn't that how it is for everybody?
No, it's not like that for everybody. I feel like this is another one of those you need to type it specifically as they want it.
Try again.
No, not Tess. Yes.
I really don't know.
Only the money up front for now. No reason, but you know how it is nowadays. It's a
I'm not
tough
broke.
economy.
Men buy me drinks at bars though. Sometimes I'll get away with not.
Not paying often?
It's just good manners to accept when someone offers to buy you a drink. I'm a very good-natured girl. Don't you think I'm sweet, Doctor?
Oh my god. Actually, no. Not anymore. I don't think you're sweet. I think you're manipulative as fuck.
Okay then.
I think this is gonna be the strategy for now. We're gonna refuse her at every single point. That's gonna be difficult, but you know, that is the strategy.
Crowds at nightclubs and bars are different.
Different how?
You're not getting it.
Crowds are different?
I can be outgoing. It just depends on what mood you catch me in.
Seems like there's another question there. No, maybe not. Okay. Attracting attention.
Sometimes I'll
Oh,
kiss
this
a guy
one.
in a club. And then he just follows me. Wherever I go. It's creepy. I don't want everyone seeing that.
Creepy?
I don't want people to follow me. I'm not trying to get them to do anything. I'm not a siren. It's just how some guys are. I tried it with a woman, too.
With a woman?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not a siren. It's just how some guys are. I tried it with a woman, too. She followed me. If a lot of people are watching, then it doesn't work.
Lot of people watching.
If I kiss somebody and a lot of people are watching, they don't follow me. Too embarrassed, I guess.
Okay, well, we almost exhausted every single option. Still have something here.
Yes, they follow me home. They're silent. It's like a trance.
Boy, I wouldn't know what to ask there. We asked about the trends, we asked about silent, and follow you home,
Yes.
it's already...
They follow me home. They're silent.
Were they ever dangerous?
I really don't. They follow me wherever I go. Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
Oh, do they follow you during your blackouts?
I've had no blackouts, and I haven't been to the beach since our last session. But I think I will today.
Wait, what do you mean?
Do you want to come with me to the beach?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Why do you think you'll have a blackout today? Blackout today? No, I don't want to go to the beach.
Doctor, I think you're getting a little anxious. If you ever wanted to visit the beach, you can just turn up. It's not mine.
I hate the beach. Why would anybody ever go to any beach ever? Like, the beach has so many things wrong, I cannot even start making a list. Anyway, that was not what I asked, but I guess we got that question anyway, out of the way. I mean, this may be a case of anything on Eileen? Nathan?
I don't know.
Bryce?
Try again?
Jaya?
You'll...
How about Cthulhu?
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, really? As you wear the medallion. Let me see. How about the cult of the kinetic mind?
I don't know.
How about psychokinesis?
You're not getting it.
Okay. Dekker? We talked about that already. Bryce? Jasmine?
I don't.
Claire?
Try again.
Nothing, nothing. Alderby. Okay. I mean, I tried.
I don't know.
So asking for hints, I guess. Last session she mentioned seeing something beautiful. What the... What do you want to ask? Before you mention something beautiful? Oh, is it because she told me I don't want to talk about it now? And I should have kept track?
You've
Yeah.
got a good memory, Doctor. Let's talk dreams. Sometimes I'll dream about a light
Like, it's been 3 days.
deep in the ocean somewhere.
Okay.
I head towards it because it's warm and glowing
Mm-hmm.
like a beacon. And when I'm at the bottom, it's the most beautiful thing. Like a welcoming sun.
Yes, our Lord of Savior Cthulhu.
Like I'm home. And then I wake up.
At the beach. Oh boy, so many questions there, huh? Wake up.
It's so beautiful. It calls me. It's like I'm in a trance. What does the dream mean, Doctor?
Cannot possibly start. Mariana's dream could mean many things. A metaphor for a current issue, searching for something, or maybe she's making it up. I think this is... Why would she make it up? This may be one of those things where we only have one chance to answer. It's interesting though, because it does seem, the way she described it, it's kinda like what happens to the people she kisses, isn't it? I like the searching for something option. She keeps moving. Maybe it means you're searching for something.
I guess. I hate being in the same place for too long.
Maybe because you...
Maybe I'm always
Can't
searching
find
for
it, yeah.
paradise or something.
Yeah, but paradise is not real. Or really now it ran out of options, huh? Okay. Interesting. Did they follow her to bed? Oh. I mean, when I asked if they follow her home, I thought that was included. I would never have... Do they follow you to bed?
There was one guy. A real gym body. I let him into the bedroom, but nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing I did would stop him just staring at me. It was creepy. I got him to follow me outside, and then I just shut the door.
Yeah, it's a bit of a yikes, isn't it? Like, did that really happen? You making things up again?
You will have...
Are you still flirting?
I don't know.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Do they follow her to the shops? Okay, now you're just asking random things.
No, not shopping.
Is that it? Is that it? Alright, there's nothing else, technically, and she's not done, but that may just mean that somebody else has something to say about her. So I'm gonna move on to, oh fuck, Eileen, I guess. Hello, Eileen. How are you today?
I'm fine. Work's fine. Hilda's fading fast. Terry. Oh, you'd be pleased to know I don't have the locket anymore. I gave it back. All of it. Every single keepsake.
Very good. Very good, actually. Oh my god, is she improving? Do we have a chance at fixing her? Work. Tell me about work. No.
I don't know.
Tell me about Hilda.
Hilda's nearing the end. She's been sleeping a lot, not eating much. She hasn't been that argumentative either. Although, she did give me a vicious scratch yesterday.
Oh, she's dying. Yeah. Scratch? She's really killing old people. Oh my god.
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me.
Are those real meds?
It would be better after she's seen her daughter. I've decided I'm going to do it tonight.
Oh god, here we go.
She hasn't got much time left.
Oh god. And you would know, wouldn't you? Are they real meds?
I've got her on a herbal compound.
Aha.
St. John's wort for pain, ginkgo for bronchitis, valerian, borage. There's a few other things in there as well, but I won't bore you with the full ingredients.
Oh, please, do. Full ingredients.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd have to check. I have it written down somewhere. I've got her on a herbal compound.
Herbal compound.
I feel like you're clutching at... The rules are that you're not supposed to give a patient anything that isn't on their charts. But I talked it over with Hilda first, and she was happy to try the herbal approach.
Oh, fuck. Herbal approach.
It's fine. It's not going to hurt her. And the doctors at the home don't care much. They're hardly around anyway. It's the nurses that take care of the patients. Besides, Dr. Dekker didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, but Dekker is crazy. Dekker didn't have a problem with it.
We talked about it once. He said I should do what I wanted and not worry about what anyone else thought.
There are rules! What the fuck are you talking about?
It's fine. It's not...
Are you sure it's not going to hurt her?
Ask me something else.
Ah, for fuck.
It's fine. It's not going to hurt her. And the doctors at the home don't care much.
Doctors don't care?
I don't know.
Doctors not around much?
I don't know anything about...
Oh, Jesus.
It's fine. It's not going to hurt her. And the doctors at the home don't care much. They're hardly around anyway. It's the nurses that take care of the patients. Besides, Dr. Dekker didn't...
Nurses take care of patients.
Absolutely. I'm not being big-headed or anything, but I do...
I mean, that
anything
is
for my
true,
patients.
actually. From my brief experience with hospitals, it's like the doctor comes and visits me for like 10 minutes a day, maybe, if I'm lucky, 10 minutes. If I'm like, on an average day, probably 3 minutes. And the rest of the day is just the nurses, so... Yeah, that is actually correct. Don't get me wrong, the doctors are probably doing some, like, behind-the-desk work, like fixing your dosages, your meds, doing the therapy, you know. All of that, but in the minute-to-minute, I need something, it's always the nurses.
I've got her on a herbal compound. St. John's wort for pain, ginkgo for
Okay.
bronchitis.
So, bronchitis,
That doesn't really matter.
ginkgo,
Sorry,
valerian.
is that really what you want to talk about?
Is that, there's something
I've
else
got her
in
on
here.
a herbal compound. St. John's wort for pain.
What's borage? Borage? What the fuck is that?
I've got a
Hang on, no. Where's Google? Hey Google. Alright. Hey Google. I don't know why, but Google is not answering to me today. Hey Google. There it is. What is borage? It's a starflower. Annual herb. Is it like poisonous? Want to know if she actually said something here. She admitted like poisoning her. Also, I see my stream is like going real crazy. Am I skipping frames? No. It's just that the bitrate is being very variable. Borage. Also known as starflower. It's native to the Mediterranean. Okay. Grows in gardens in Denmark, France, and Germany, and the UK. Why? The leaves are edible. Okay, that's fine.
I've got her on a herbal compound, and St. John's wort for pain, ginkgo for bronchitis, valerian, borage. There's a few other things in there as well, but I won't bore you with the full ingredients.
Other things in there?
I don't know.
Well, let's keep going with a different line of questioning.
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps
fighting.
Ask me something else.
Really now?
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me. It'll be better after she's seen her daughter.
Oh, that's what we
I've
want to do.
decided I'm going to do it tonight.
What are you doing tonight?
I don't know.
You don't know. Doing it tonight? Daughter?
Sorry.
Oh my god. What do you want me to ask here?
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me. It'll be better after she's seen her daughter. I've decided I'm going to do it tonight. She hasn't got much time left.
God. She hasn't got much time left.
I feel like you're...
After seeing daughter?
That doesn't really matter.
Oh my god, I don't know what they want me to ask here. Let's go back to the first one.
I'm fine.
Oh,
What?
let's ask about Terry.
Terry seems to have backed down since I gave the keepsakes back. Actually, it doesn't seem like she's been very well.
Oh no.
Not her usual self.
Oh no.
Maybe she's got a bug or something.
Did you give Terry a herbal? Oh no.
Fine. Works fine. Hilda's fading fast. Terry's...
Oh no, she's killing
Terry?
so many people.
Oh, you'd be pleased to know I don't have the locket anymore.
No.
I gave it back. All of it.
Locket.
You told me to.
Yeah, I know.
Well, not in so many words, but you said I shouldn't have kept them.
Yeah, fair enough.
What with Terry going around telling everyone I stole them, I didn't feel like I really had any choice.
Yeah.
The locket, the watch, the ring. But I kept the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me.
Sarah Dekker?
I wasn't supposed to mention her.
Oh, the mum. Yes, we needed to ask about that. Sarah Dekker.
Dr. Dekker's mother. She was one of my first patients, but she died a while ago.
How did Sarah die?
Is that really what you want to talk about?
Yeah. Sorry.
Dr. Dekker's mother. She was one of my first patients, but she died a while ago.
Died a while ago?
I can't remember exactly. I'd only just started seeing Dr. Dekker.
Oh, of course. He made you kill her.
Dr. Dekker's mother.
First patients?
I've been a nurse for ages, but I've only worked at the nursing home for the last year.
Oh.
I tend to move around quite a bit.
Oh, you too, huh?
Get quite fidgety if I stay.
Fidgety? That's the
too
same
long.
exact word. Uh-oh. There's something wrong here. Oh no, but that makes so much sense. Every time she kills people, she has to move to avoid suspicion, you know? When the deaths become like too much in a hospital, she moves to the next one.
You told me to. Well, not in so many words, but you said I shouldn't have kept them. And what with Terry going around telling everyone I stole them, I didn't feel like I really had any choice. The lockets, the watch, the ring. But I kept the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me. I wasn't supposed to make.
The little bird?
It was just a little china bird, sort of a yellowy blue pattern on it.
Right.
I don't think it's worth anything.
Okay. There's more to ask. The watch.
I don't know anything.
Oh, whoops.
Ask me something.
We're kind of running out of options. We have to go
It
back
was
to this
nothing.
one.
I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know?
Give her her meds.
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me.
Trying to help her? Keeps fighting you?
I don't know.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to ask for a hint. But let's ask about other things first. Let's see. Do you know Mariana?
I don't know.
Nathan?
Is that really what you...
Bryce?
Sorry,
Jasmine?
that doesn't really matter.
Jaya?
I don't know anything.
Fuck me. Ben?
I feel like you're...
Have I noticed a paper spike here at the office?
It's true then. I'd heard Dr. Dekker was stabbed, but I didn't know for sure. It's weird that whoever did it would choose the paper spike.
Why is it weird?
Dr. Dekker used to play with it in our sessions sometimes. You know, pick it up, handle it while we talked. I remember once, he pushed the spike through his skin. At this bit, here, between his thumb and his finger. He said he didn't think I'd mind the sight of blood being a nurse and all that.
What?
But actually, there wasn't any.
There was no blood?
I was a bit freaked out. At first, I thought it was a trick. A magic trick, you know? Like some kind of therapeutic test. Show the patient this retractable spike and see how they react. But it wasn't. The spike was real.
Spike?
Dr. Dekker gave me the paper spike to try. It wasn't fake. It was pretty sharp, actually. I don't know how he did it. He said he just thought that it wouldn't hurt him, so it didn't.
Oh god. Well, that was an interesting one. The cult of the kinetic mind.
Is that really what you want to talk?
Dekker mentioned psychokinesis?
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, of course we don't. Okay, there is one big and should be obvious question in there. Do I have any notes? No. I don't know if this is like...
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me. It'll be better after she's seen her daughter. I've decided I'm going to do it tonight. She hasn't got much time left.
I don't know, let me try again. What are you doing tonight? I feel like it's that one. What do you want me to say? Hint. Do what tonight? Are you actually fucking kidding me? What did I say? What are you doing tonight? And do what tonight? Okay.
You know the answer to that, Doctor. What have we been talking about? What can I do for Hilda that will make it all better?
What did she call it? Shift.
I don't know.
You're going to shift tonight?
Ask me something.
Oh my god. Cannot believe.
You know the answer to that, Doctor. What have we been talking about? What can I do for Hilda that will make it all better?
You can shift for Hilda.
That's the plan. I know, it sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now. Think of someone you really love. It might help if you close your eyes.
Okay. Close your eyes,
Thinking
everybody.
of them. Can you picture them? Okay. Hold on.
What the fuck?
Sorry. I don't think it's gonna work.
Oh, yeah, of course it's
On the
not.
bright side, that probably means you're not gonna die anytime soon.
Yeah, of course, of course. It doesn't work when she does it for me. That's what you get from accumulating all the insanity points? Yeah, probably right. Dying any time soon? How did I spell time? Does it only work on dying people?
That doesn't really matter.
I guess. Is Eileen going to pretend to be Hilda's daughter? I mean, are you going to pretend you're Hilda's daughter? How do you want me to spell that? What do you say when you shift? Is that what you want me to ask?
It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because I don't become her. I don't know what she would really say. I say things like, it's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum, or I love you, Dad.
So you say really like.
But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version. The best, most loving version. That's what my patients want to hear. And maybe deep down they know it's not the truth, but it's got to be better than the reality.
Rather than the reality?
The reality is that most of these people have been completely abandoned by their families.
Is that what happened to you?
Usually their children. If a mother abandons her children, it's scandalous. But if a son or daughter abandons their mother when she's dying after everything she's done for them, apparently that's just normal. I can protect my patients from that, even if it does take a little smoke and mirrors.
No, she's the one with a mom that's into new age stuff. Have you been abandoned?
I feel like you're...
Am I clutching now? I don't think I am, actually. Okay.
It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda.
Sound exactly like her daughter?
I don't know.
You don't know, huh?
It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because I don't become her. I don't know what she would really say. I say things like, "It's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum," or "I love you, Dad." But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version, the best, most loving version. That's what my patients want to hear. And maybe deep down they know it's not the truth, but it's got to be better than the reality.
Okay, I took notes. Let me see if I can ask a few things. Keep it vague.
Sorry, I wish I could help.
Right. How do you know how their relationship is like?
I don't know.
Relationship.
Ask me something.
Okay, the Disney version.
Does it really matter if it isn't the truth? Isn't it worth it if it brings them peace? Tell me honestly, Doctor. Do you really think that what I'm doing is wrong?
I mean, I don't think that helping them is wrong. I think that you leading them to death and then helping them is very wrong. Like, if they weren't dying, I think they wouldn't need that, you know?
The reality is that most of the...
I probably need to tell her that that's wrong, right? I mean, I can actually understand the point of view. But is it morally acceptable to lie to someone in their final moments? Is that what you want? Or it doesn't matter because you don't really even know? So you never lie, even to make anybody feel better? I mean, that's what I do. I tend to not lie to people. Because it's, like, pointless. But at the moment of death, do you care? Is the thing. Or do you just want to go peacefully? Or does it matter at all? Because you are going to be dead and then, you know. Who cares? Because the ones that have to deal with the consequences of that action are the living ones, not the dead ones. So many questions. I wonder if saying to her that that's wrong, it's gonna stop her from doing it. I don't think it will. But at the same time, if she stops doing it, She seems like very hooked up on this thing she has. I wonder if her stopping the shifting means that she will also stop poisoning people. Although, if I have to guess by what she said, you know, she's moving around a lot, means that probably she did this way before working in homes. Was she doing it with like younger people as well? Like with other patients that were not in a nursing home? Are they connected, like her killings and the shifting? Or they're like completely disconnected? Like would she kill anyway? She wouldn't be able to shift. Or is the shifting her own insane justification for, you know, killing them? I am making them feel better. They're going to a better place. I'm actually helping them, you know? I make them at peace with their families. Like there's a lot of that.
Does it really matter if it isn't the truth? Isn't it worth it if it brings them peace?
Yes, it matters if it isn't the truth. Ah, come on now.
Does it really matter if it isn't the truth? Isn't it worth it if it brings them peace? Tell me honestly, Doctor. Do you really think that what I'm doing is wrong?
Yes, I think what you're doing is wrong.
So you're saying I should let Hilda die without seeing her daughter one last time?
But you're not her daughter. Yes. You're not her daughter. Yes. You. God, how do we spell this one? You should let Hilda die without her seeing her daughter.
I don't know if I could do that, Doctor. I'd be letting her down. I'd have to think about it.
Because if she doesn't make Hilda feel good, feel better as she goes, she will have to face the fact that she killed her. Or at least that's what I hope. You know, without the moral justification for her actions, all that's left is I killed this person. For no reason. That's what I hope, at least. Anyway, we cleared Elin. At least from the all the big questions.
That's the plan. I know. It sounds unbelievable, like I'm...
Are you making it up? It sounds unbelievable. Really? Where did it go?
That's the plan. I know. It sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now. Think of someone you really love. It might help if you close...
What happened to your face?
I don't know.
Shifting now.
Is that really what you want to talk about?
I don't know what they want me to say there. Like, that's... What did you say? I'm not going to die soon. Didn't I literally ask that?
As far as I know, it only works on people who are close to death.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point of it. I have to hold their hand, and they have to think of the person, and they have to be near death. And those seem to be the 3 criteria.
Did you shift for Dekker?
All Dr. Dekker did was encourage me to think. But the shifting, that's all me. And my mum's a psychic, and my sister's an empath, but I was just ordinary. I always felt like I wasn't special, like I was missing out. But I wasn't. I just hadn't discovered what I could do yet. Sarah Dekker was one of the first ones I tried shifting for.
Shifted for Sarah?
I feel like you're
Special?
Sorry,
You didn't hold my hand.
well, I wasn't sure if it would still work. Sorry.
Oh,
It's
good
just-
call, guys.
I get a sense that I probably shouldn't say, but, well, just think what it would mean for you if I'd been able to shift.
Right, it would mean dying.
It's probably nothing. I'm not right all the time. It's just, well, yes, your energy's different.
What do you mean?
And I was also worried about what I might change into.
My energy is different?
It seems a bit, I don't know, murky
What?
and sort of a bit crackly
What?
at the same time. Like there's a lot of electricity around you. It's hard to describe.
Okay. This is how you get insanity points? I think it may be. Oh yeah, we're grabbing all the insanity points. This is gonna be a full insanity playthrough.
It's probably nothing. I'm not right all the time. It's just, well, yes, your energy's different. And I was also worried about what I might change into.
Not what you might change into.
I've had a couple of bad experiences while shifting. I don't really want to talk about all that now, though.
We're gonna have to write this down. Bad experiences while shifting. Okay, that's gonna be for tomorrow, I guess, for the next session.
All Dr. Dekker did was encourage me to think. But the shifting, that's all me.
Oh, this is a very long explanation.
And my mum's a psychic.
Just ordinary.
I don't know anything about.
Mum is a psychic.
My mum's got these spirit guides and they tell her things. Mostly about my love life, it would seem.
Right. So she's a hack. Sister is an empath.
To tell you the truth, I don't really know what an empath is. I should probably Google it sometime.
Right. Fair enough.
All Dr. Dekker did
There
was
was
encourage me to
more
think.
to ask.
But the
there.
shifting, that's all me. And my mum's a psychic and my sister's an empath, but I was just ordinary. I always felt like I wasn't special, like I was missing out. But I wasn't. I just hadn't discovered what I could do yet. Sarah Dekker was one of the first ones I tried shifting for.
Are there any more questions here? Did you shift for Sarah? Didn't I ask that? What did I ask? Shifted for Sarah, I asked. Oh, man.
I didn't really know what I was doing that first time. I mean, I didn't actually expect anything to happen. I just thought, what would really help this woman? I thought maybe she would just imagine that he was there. But it actually happened. I changed into him, Dr. Dekker. It blew my mind.
Interesting. There was another question there. Why didn't you want me to know about Sarah Dekker?
It just makes things complicated, doesn't it? I knew Dr. Dekker's mother before I started seeing Dr. Dekker. She's dead, and now he's dead. I'm sure you're gonna have a field day with it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm already having a field day about that. Field day about that.
Yeah, that's the reason I came to see him. I knew she was dying, but he refused to talk to me unless I booked a session, so I did. And well, here we are. Yeah, that's the...
Refused to talk to you?
I told Dr. Dekker that his mum was dying, that he should see her before it's too late. But he wasn't interested.
Really?
It wasn't like he hated her. It was just like it wasn't important. He asked me to take care of it for him. He did send his assistant along to see her once. Sorry, your assistant.
Jaya saw Dekker's mum?
That doesn't really matter.
Jaya?
I feel like you're...
You met Jaya?
Is that really what you want?
Damn it! What do you want me to ask
I
here?
told Dr. Dekker that his mum was dying, that he should see her before it's too late. But
He wasn't interested? That seems weird.
sorry,
What did Dr. Dekker mean by take care of it?
it was about the second, third session we had. He said he could tell that I was a good person, that I wanted to help people, and that I should think really hard about how I could do that. That's how I discovered shifting.
Of course. Of course, that's how you discovered shifting. Okay, we only have a couple of extra,
The reality is that most of these people have been completely...
abandoned by their families.
That doesn't really matter.
Okay.
The reality is that most of these people have been
This is where we get to
completely
hint
abandoned by their
territory
families.
to finish it.
Usually they're children. If a mother abandons her children, it's scandalous. But if a son or daughter abandons their mother when she's dying after everything she's done for them, apparently that's just normal. I can protect my patients from that, even if it does take a little smoke and mirrors.
Protect the patients.
Ask me something.
Smoke and mirrors.
It's like I'm a mirror and I'm just reflecting back to them what they want to see. I completely change. My face, my hair, my clothes, my voice, everything.
I love this actress, by the way. She is really good. I like how convinced she seems. It's really nice. Okay, let's ask for a hint and see how we go. Stop ruining our immersions. I'm sorry. She said she came to see Dr. Dekker for stress, not about his mother. Oh, did she? I forgot. It's been too many days already. You said you came to see Dekker for stress, not for his mother.
I wasn't really stressed about work. Well, maybe a little, but not enough to need a therapist. I just told you that because I didn't want you to know the real reason why I came to see Dr. Dekker.
Why? Why did you want me to know the real reason? Do you think she's kind of developing a conscience about it? Is this the point in her serial killer story arc where she's bored of killing and she's trying to get people to catch her? Is that what killers do at some point? Like serial killers? They get bored and they get sloppy and like almost they want to be caught? I feel like we're at that point with her. If Hilda's dying, it sounds like herbalism isn't working. That's a very good question. Herbalism mechanism isn't working.
I'm sure it is. At the very least, it should make her feel more comfortable. Ease her suffering.
Really now. Well, that was Eileen's done. That's good. Very good. Okay, I don't want to do Claire right now. Should we meet the new guy? Who are you?
Professor Warwick, I'm a physicist.
Phy-
Where's Dr. Dekker?
Okay, I remember this guy from what was the other game? Contradiction. And he's is very intense, and he's funny as hell. Like, he's not even trying, I don't think. He's just there. Anyway, like, you'll see what I mean. It's hilarious. Dekker is dead.
Is he really? Actually dead? Not a worthy adversary after all, then.
Sorry, what? A worthy adversary?
Dr. Dekker challenged me.
Was
He
it-
tried to use my theories against me. Quantum theories.
Is it drinking whiskey? Are you mocking me, dude? That's a big glass of whiskey, by the way.
Dr. Dekker challenged.
Quantum theories, you say?
Do you know, you remind me of Dr. Dekker. He always used to ask me questions I didn't know the answer to.
That was not the right question, then.
Dr. Dekker.
Your theories?
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
Dekker's eyes used to glaze over whenever we talked about that. He didn't believe in quantum physics.
What?
As if it's something that you can optionally believe in. Well, it started with an experiment.
It's actually being a little bit better here. An experiment. For now, at least. Experiment.
Have you heard of quantum suicide, Doctor?
I'm sorry, what? Quantum suicide?
Nope. I think you're going to have to Google that.
Okay. Hey Google. Hey Google. What is quantum suicide? We're doing it. Quantum suicide is a thought experiment in quantum mechanics and the philosophy of physics. Sorry. Purportedly. The fuck? Hang on. It can falsify any interpretation of quantum mechanics other than the Everett many worlds interpretation by means of a variation of the Schrodinger's cat thought experiment from the point of view of the cat. Quantum immortality refers to the subjective experience of surviving quantum suicide. This concept is sometimes conjectured to be applicable to real-world causes of death as well. Oh. Can we skip to where they actually... No, I never heard of it. And I wrote a thesis on quantum physics, which is odd, I guess, for a psychology major. The quantum suicide thought experiment involves a similar apparatus to the Schrodinger's cat. I have heard of it and I talked about it. I mean... Could it be? Maybe I just forgot about it. Let me see. A box which shows the... Okay, I know the Schrodinger's cat one. The only difference is to have the experimental recording observation be the one inside the box. The significance of this is that someone whose life or death depends on a qubit could possibly distinguish between interpretation of quantum mechanics, but definition fixed observers cannot. At the start of the first iteration, under both interpretations, the probability of surviving the experiment is 50%, as given by the squared norm or the wave function. At the start of the second iteration, assuming the single world interpretation of quantum mechanics, the wave function has already collapsed, thus the experimenter is already dead. There is a 0% chance of surviving further iterations, of course. However, as the many-world interpretation is true, a superposition of the live experimenter necessarily exists, as also does the one who dies. Now, bearing the possibility of life after death, every iteration only one of the two experimenters superposition, the live one, is capable of having any sort of conscious experience. Putting aside the philosophical problems, under the many-world interpretation, the experimenter continues to exist through all of their superpositions, where the outcome of the experiment is that they live. Oh, of course, because the other one wouldn't survive. Okay, that makes sense. In other words, a version of the experimenter survives all iterations of the experiment. Since the superpositions, and that's probably quantum immortality, since the superpositions where a version of the experimenter lives occur by quantum necessity, under the many worlds interpretation, because it needs to be an observer, I guess, it follows that their survival after any realizable number of iterations is physically necessary, hence the notion of quantum immortality. Yeah. A version of the experimenter surviving stands in stark contrast of the implication of the Copenhagen interpretation, according to which, although the survival outcome is possible in every iteration, the probability tends to 0, of course, because if you repeat the experiment multiple times, like, it's almost impossible that it survives every single one of them. But instead, in the many worlds interpretation, the above scenario has the opposite property, like the probability of a version where the experiment is living is necessarily one of any number of iteration. Interesting. Let's hear it from his words.
Have you...
Quantum suicide?
I don't really know what you're getting at.
Oh, no, I haven't heard of quantum suicide.
Quantum suicide is a thought experiment that tries to explain the many worlds theory. You're looking at me blankly. I can see that you don't understand. I knew you wouldn't. Alternate universes. Essentially, if I were to shoot myself, then in some alternate universe, I'd still be alive. Now imagine if I could actually choose that universe. I'm taking a product off a supermarket shelf. Well, I simply applied that logic to something different.
Something different?
Gambling. I set up an experiment whereby I would visit a casino and place a very large bet at a roulette table. Now, I would always bet on odd.
You could choose the universe where you
win. The results
win.
of this particular experiment
if you could,
were mundane.
of course.
I won as many times as you would expect according to the laws of probability, but then I changed a parameter.
Night Springs in Alan Wake had an episode on quantum suicide? Oh, really? I forgot about that.
Gambling.
Gambling. Are you a gambling addict?
Why not gambling? My wife Vanessa left me for a neurosurgeon. She emptied our entire combined wealth into her barrister's wallet.
Oh, so you're broke.
I needed more money.
Right.
Physics provided me with a solution.
Right. Are you rich? Rich now? Also, why didn't you choose a universe when your wife didn't left you, by the way?
Honestly? Well, I think he feared quantum physics.
Wait, what?
He didn't like things being explained in terms of science. Almost as if he'd have preferred chaos.
Chaos, you say, huh? But that was a question that... and that was an answer that answered like a different question, but don't worry about that, I guess.
Why not gambling? My wife Vanessa left me for a neuro.
Tell me about Vanessa.
We were married for 14 years, 7 months and 3 days.
Wow, you counted, huh?
Vanessa couldn't have children. At least that's what she told me.
Oh, yikes.
She grounded me in reality. I'm not complaining. It's probably what I needed. But part of me always thought that one day I'd achieve immortality through science and we'd be...
together forever.
It wasn't to be, though.
Damn, dude. Alright, let's go back to this one.
I set up an experiment whereby I would visit a casino and place a very large bet at a roulette table. Now, I would always bet on odd. Now, the results of this particular experiment were mundane. I won as many times as you would expect according to the laws of...
Oh, yeah. What parameter?
Quantum suicide required a loss of life to make it a realistic thought experiment.
Right.
So I simply upped the stakes.
You bet your
Every
life?
time I bet on odd, I would place everything I had on that one spin of the wheel.
Oh.
For a while.
So it didn't work. For a while?
Dr. Dekker killed it!
Of course.
And I can't get it back.
So you got lucky a few times, and then Dekker killed it?
Maybe if you asked me that in a parallel universe, I actually know the answer.
Oh, is it because I asked is it this one?
Honestly? Well, Dr. Dekker...
You can't get it back? I don't think that's how quantum physics work, you know?
Well, my theory, quantum gambling. If the stakes are high enough, you will win every time by simply shifting your consciousness into that branch that wins. It's tricky, but it can be done. Dr. Dekker didn't like that. He saw me becoming rich and powerful, and he hated that. That's why he proffered the hangman's paradox.
Hangman paradox.
Well, imagine a judge sentences you to death.
Right.
Now, it will be Monday or Tuesday next week, but it will be a surprise.
Right.
Well, which day do you think you'll be executed?
I mean, I won't know until I'm executed. I'm gonna say... I think he wants me to say either Monday or Tuesday, so I'm gonna say Tuesday.
Well, it can't be Tuesday, because if you're still alive on Monday at midnight, then you know you'll be executed on Tuesday, so it won't be a surprise.
No, I cannot win this one, exactly.
It can't be Monday either, because, well, you'll be expecting it to be Monday by deduction. Hence, a paradox. Dr. Dekker tricked me.
Tricked you?
He told me that sometime in the future I would lose a bet.
Oh, I see.
All of my money. Now, this didn't seem likely because I had quantum gambling on my side and it was working. But he unnerved me. He made me doubt myself. And then it happened. Recently, I lost everything that I'd managed to build up since Vanessa left me.
Yikes. How are you paying for these sessions? Are you paying for these sessions?
Perhaps ask me something physics related.
I mean, that is related to the physics of my wallet. I want to know how heavy it's going to be at the end of this session. You know, the specific mass in my wallet. I need to know. And don't tell me it's a quantum wallet where I cannot know until the end of the session if you're going to pay me or not. Because I am going to punch you in the face and steal your whiskey. Anyway, why did you visit Dekker?
I don't know.
You don't know. Why did you came here?
No,
You don't know. He doesn't know. Fucking knows nothing. Have you noticed the what was it called? The paper spike in the office? That was that. Probably not. Paper spike. That was that. Do you know Jaya?
Oh, she's Dr. Dekker's lovely assistant. I imagine she's your lovely assistant now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she always smiles and makes me a cup of tea before a session. That smile. Which reminds me, my session. Can we talk about my problem now?
Right. Yes. That smile, huh?
Are you sure that question's for me?
Cup of tea? He doesn't know. Oh, man. Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick 5 minutes, guys. I'm gonna be back soon, alright? Alright, I am back. So, while I was on the toilet, I was actually reading about the Hanksman paradox, and I think it, like, the original one expanded a little bit on what he said. So the original experiment, it's not like Monday or Tuesday, it's like literally every single day of the week. The judge tells the prisoner he'll be executed a day, any day of the following week at noon. Somebody will come and they'll tell him, you're going to be executed today, okay? So the guy says, it cannot be Friday, of course, because it wouldn't be a surprise if it's the last day. Because if you don't know by Thursday noon, if nobody came by Thursday noon, you know for a fact that you're going to be executed the next day, and so it's not a surprise. And then you go backwards and you do the same exact reasoning for every other day. So if you exclude Friday, then it leaves the other days. But at the same time, it cannot be Thursday, because if it's not Friday and it's Thursday, you would know by Wednesday. And so you remove every single day until you remove even Monday. And then the prisoner tells himself, okay, so I am safe, I am not going to be executed, because it's impossible that it's a surprise. And then what happens is the next week on Wednesday, somebody comes in and tells him, you're going to be executed today. And that is a surprise, because the guy was convinced he would not be executed. That's why the paradox. Very interesting. Anyway, there's something here about Vanessa. So
We were married for 14
follow
years,
this
7
line.
months and 3 days. Vanessa couldn't have children, at least that's what she told me. She grounded me in reality. I'm not complaining. It's probably what I needed. But part of me always thought that one day I'd achieve immortality through science and we'd be... It wasn't to be, though.
Alright. Let me ask you about... Let's see. You couldn't have children?
Well, yes, it bothered me, especially now that I find out that she's pregnant. Oh, no, it wasn't a rocket scientist that was required, but a brain surgeon, it seems. I have considered putting that neurosurgeon onto his darkest timeline. But I'm not a killer, it would seem.
It would seem?
Nope.
Nope. What about immortality, by the way?
No,
You don't know about that, huh? Do you?
Oh, she's Dr. Dekker's lovely assistant.
Yes.
I imagine she's your lovely assistant now.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she always smiles and makes me a cup of tea before a session.
Mm-hmm.
That smile. Which reminds me, my session.
Your problem?
I don't...
Session. What do you want me to ask you? Yes, let's talk about your problem. I see.
I'm not a gambler, Doctor. I'm a scientist. I need more money. It's true I've run out of money for my research. An opportunity has arisen.
Mm-hmm. An opportunity?
A very wealthy group of individuals have offered to pay me a very large sum of money if I attend their next private soiree. They don't want to talk or anything like that. They want a practical demonstration.
Practical demonstration? Can you do that, though? I don't think you
They'll
can.
pay me £1 million if I can successfully survive 6 rounds of Russian roulette.
Wait,
Now, I
That's
am
impossible.
worried because of what Dr. Dekker said, but, well, I can't help but thinking that the stakes are so high I can't possibly lose.
dude,
What do you think, Doctor? Should I take them up on their offer?
no, you're gonna die. No, you should not take them up on their offer. No one can survive 6 rounds of Russian roulette.
No. No, I suppose you're right.
Yeah.
In a darker timeline, you probably said yes and I'm dead now.
Yeah, exactly.
I earn good money where I work. How do I stop losing it?
You stop gambling. You stop gambling.
I take your point. But I suppose to decide whether to continue gambling or to stop gambling is a gamble within itself, isn't it?
No, it's not gamble.
Well, my time is up. Will we be having another session or... No, don't answer that. It'll turn you into a gambler like me. Infectious. Isn't it?
The fuck, he left. I didn't get all the answers. Did I? I don't know. Did I? He left. He left. He's gone. He's fucking gone. Alright, well.
Midnight.
David.
I guess we continue with... Oh boy. It's... Fuck, these two are intense, aren't they? Let's go with Claire. Let's see if she killed a little girl, I guess, after I suggested her to talk to her. How are you doing today, Claire?
I've been to the lake house regularly, keeping an eye on David.
Right.
I saw the girl again, the one I told you about. She was playing outside.
How's the girl?
I don't know, Doctor.
Don't know. Saw the girl
Try asking me.
playing outside.
I'm afraid I don't know.
What the fuck do you want me to ask?
I've been to the lake house regularly, keeping
an eye on David.
Sorry.
Are you?
I've been to the lake house regularly, keeping an eye on David. I saw the girl again.
Does she
the
even
one I
have a
told you
lake
about.
house?
She was playing outside.
The lake house.
I don't know what you're after.
Lake house regularly. I don't know what the frick they want. Have you seen your arrest report? Do you know anything about the papers? Like, I mean, I know I have to ask those things. I guess this is not like a hint system. This is like what I actually know I can ask. Which means, can we do the same for Nathan? What else can you tell me about Dekker? I get to ask.
I've told you all I know about Dr. Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end. When you start giving people more problems as a therapist, that's a bit crazy.
I mean, you are not wrong. That is a bit crazy.
I think that he possibly cursed other people, a bit like he cursed me. Sometimes you could see he was bursting to tell me about it, but he couldn't. He was ecstatic with power.
Cursed other people? Like who?
Ah, the curse. Or remembered.
Thank you.
I was hoping you'd forget. It's going to sound crazy. Dr. Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed him.
I mean...
I've told you all I know about Dr. Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end. When you start giving people more problems as a therapist...
More problems?
I started out with depression. Now I seem to repeat days.
Yeah.
Even if you don't believe the repeat days, then I clearly have extra mental health problems that he's given me.
Yeah, that's very true, yeah.
Ah, the curse. Or remembered. I was hoping you'd forget. It's going to sound crazy. Dr. Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief.
Move forward.
Like I said, it takes something like a tragic event to move my day forward. I do more and more bizarre things to try and get things moving. It's a curse, like I said.
What about the grief? Tell me about your grief. Come to terms with your grief. Really?
Ah, the curse. Well remembered. I was hoping you'd forget. It's gonna sound
Is this
crazy.
gonna be another one of those cases where I'm not
Dr.
using the
Dekker
right
said I
words?
would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed him.
You made... Oh, wait, no, that's this. You believed him?
I didn't want to believe him. I remember I said, you can't just say things and they happen. He laughed and laughed. I think he was going mad. He said he'd give me a demonstration.
Oh god, a demonstration? What did he do? Did he do something like Alderby?
He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere. And he tried to hypnotize me to make me forget it.
Insanity points. Insanity points. A flame?
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all, but I didn't. For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared. I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
Scared?
I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew. So I had to play along. Keep coming to the sessions. Pretend I hadn't seen what he'd done. It was awful, because I was suffering through the same days over and over again. But I couldn't talk to him about it. Because he'd know.
Interesting.
No.
I mean, very interesting, this actually. Why did Dekker want you to forget?
He'd become bored of me, so I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our sessions. I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore, so I got basic therapist.
Basic therapist?
He told me lots of people get depression, to become more active, see more people. And although he wouldn't always be there to listen, Jaya would be.
Interesting. Did you kill Dekker so you wouldn't have to suffer through the repeat days? That's a wild question to ask out of nowhere.
I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew, so I had to play along. Keep coming to the sessions. Pretend I hadn't seen what he'd done. It was awful, because...
Play along.
Sorry.
Keep coming to the sessions.
I've got nothing. I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew, so I had to play along. Keep coming to the sessions. Pretend I hadn't seen what he'd done. It was awful, because I was suffering through the same days over and over again, but I couldn't talk to him about it, because he'd know.
Interesting. Did you kill Dekker so you wouldn't have to suffer through repeat days?
I didn't kill Dr. Dekker. I wanted to be as far away from him as possible. I don't know who did.
I kind of believe him, you know?
Like I said, it takes something like a tragic event to move my day forward. I do more and more bizarre things to try and get things moving.
Bizarre things?
I intentionally cut myself.
Oh boy.
Publicly humiliate myself. I steal things. I hurt people around me, just enough to get another day to start. I ran out of people around me pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's sounds about right. There's still something here in the diary.
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago.
Last few weeks of Hannah's diary.
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me. That she was going to...
Accidentally dropped? Really?
A few weeks ago. It's still sinking in. I suppose living a lie is just the norm nowadays.
There we go. We completed Nathan. That was good. So do we have anything with Mariana then that we can ask? I should ask someone else a question. Okay, maybe not. Let's do Bryce. I want to do Bryce now. I'd always leave Claire for last though. Whatever. Don't really care about Claire. Hey Bryce. How are you today?
Hello, Doctor. I've been thinking about our last session, and I just wanted you to know that I'm not a bad person.
No, you're just a pervert.
I know taking naked photographs is wrong.
It's alright.
But you don't know what it's like until you face the same temptation.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you don't know what it's like. Do you have an extra hour, Doctor?
No. Maybe what if I say yes? No, I don't have an extra hour.
Thank God for that. There's someone else in my hour. A hooded figure. Watching me and following me. I followed it too.
A hooded figure?
I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you.
Me?
That I told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too.
Oh, so it's recent?
Now I think maybe it's the military.
The military?
Or some organization that wants to use the hour themselves.
Okay, he's degenerating into madness.
Maybe it's Dr. Dekker risen from the dead.
No.
I need to talk to you about him.
Hang on, the military?
I'm surprised I haven't been approached earlier. I mean, my skills in the military. Special ops would be a breeze, wouldn't it? Waltz in past everyone during the midnight hour.
Yeah, you like that power.
Get whatever you want and return to friendly soil. It also makes me think that they might already know all of that, and that they want to get rid of me in case I tell anyone else.
Okay, there.
Would you do something for me if they get me?
Yes, I would do something for you.
Would you tell Jessica?
Jessica?
I love her.
So there was a Jessica?
She didn't really know me that well, but...
Oh yeah, that neighbor or
I
something.
did love her. And also, there's a hard drive in the bottom drawer of my computer. Please destroy it. Please, don't look at it.
Is that where you keep all the freaking porn? Hidden drawer?
Is that supposed to mean...
Drinking cabinet? What did he say?
No.
Sorry, an interesting aura? Interesting aura?
I don't often see auras, Doctor. But yours is unusual.
What?
You're more than one person.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I've had a few too many drams.
It was something random that I picked up from his, like, non-answers. Interesting. I love when they do that, by the way.
Would you tell Jessica?
Yes, I would tell Jessica.
Jessica is a beautiful woman.
Yeah, you pervert.
I've not spied on her since the incident we talked about.
Of course, you already have everything you need.
Real feelings for her, Doctor.
Son of a bitch.
We've never connected.
Feelings for her? Why don't you tell her instead?
I don't know what you're getting at.
Why don't you tell Jessica how you feel? Get him. Connected?
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. It's nice you think I'm capable of such basic interaction with females. But I'm still in awe of her, really. I will think about it, though.
Oh, it was like connect with her. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Where did you follow the hooded figure? Yeah.
Whatever it is that's following me, it doesn't want to catch me yet. If I move towards it, it runs away. And when I follow it past temptations,
What do you
A bar brawl, an open till, an open bedroom window. Like, it's testing me.
Testing you?
I think that I'm becoming a good person, Doctor. I'm ashamed of some of the things I've done, but I'm getting better.
Okay.
The hooded figure, it's testing my morals. Judging me. For what? I don't know.
For all the shit you've done. Your morals? What morals?
I've nothing interesting.
Alright.
I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you. That I told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too. Now I think maybe it's the military.
Okay, we asked about the military.
Some organization that wants to use the hour themselves. Maybe it's Dr. Dekker risen from the dead. I need to talk to you about him.
Talk to me about Dekker.
I spied on Dr. Dekker not long before he was murdered.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure I should tell you what I saw in his basement.
His basement?
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open, and Dekker was returning upstairs. I skipped past him, and there she was, a girl. It was difficult to tell. It was dark, and she was chained.
Chained?
No.
A girl?
In simple terms...
I'm sorry, what do you want me to say? A chained girl?
I removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station.
Of course she was naked.
There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done. But she was free. I saved her.
Did you make this
I'm
up?
not evil. I destroyed evil.
The fact that you have to say that? Destroyed evil.
I believe that Dr. Dekker was a truly evil man, and so should you. I know you record these sessions, Doctor. I'm not going to be filmed saying I wanted him dead. But I did, and so should you. And Doctor, if I wanted to kill anyone, I'd do it in the midnight hour, wouldn't I? And when was Dekker murdered?
Okay, this is interesting. When was Dekker murdered? So how would you know?
Don't know.
How would you know he was not murdered in the midnight hour? Oh, you son of a bitch, you're suspicious now. What about the bar brawl? Okay, so we actually have to ask about the 3 things that he saw while following the hooded figure. Okay, tell me about the bar brawl.
I split the brawl up.
Okay. Tell me about the open till.
I did nothing. I'm not stealing any more.
Good, very good. Tell me about the window. You didn't spy, I guess.
I looked in.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You still looked in.
Watching other people is somehow built into our genes, Doctor.
Oh, no. No.
There was an old woman in bed.
Oh.
I went inside.
Oh, no.
Her bed covers were smoking. I think she'd fallen asleep holding a cigarette.
Oh.
I took the covers and put them in the bath. She'd have died otherwise.
Right.
And no, I didn't take any pictures.
Okay, okay, good. Good, good. I guess it's better. Tell me about the paper spike.
Dr. Dekker frequently used that paper spike on his desk as an example. I'm sure he did it with the other patients too. He'd make me look at it, touch the point to see how sharp it was. He'd tell me that because I think it's sharp, it will hurt me. But if I thought it was nothing, it could pass right through my hand.
Pass through your hand. Did you try?
In the last couple of sessions I had with him, he put the spike through his hand. He'd be grinning at me while he was doing it. No blood, no nothing. He tried to make me do the same, but I wouldn't.
Oh, good boy. Kinda. Holy shit. So many questions here on the green side. Police?
That means nothing to...
Wait, what did you say? Yes, Vienna.
I don't...
What the fuck was that?
I believe that Dr. Dekker was a truly evil man, and so should you. I know you record these sessions.
Oh. Yes, you would kill him in the extra hour.
No, I've never killed anyone. But then, even if I had, I'm not likely to tell you about it, am I, Doctor?
I mean, good point.
I removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the
police station? Which police station?
I don't know what you're getting at.
I mean, if we could know at least
I
that.
removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her...
Wait. Dressed her?
No. I removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station. There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done. But she was free. I saved her. I'm not evil. I destroyed evil.
No evidence.
No, I didn't feel lustful, Doctor. I was angry. If I had taken pictures, there would at least been some evidence. A sicker man would have taken pictures and saved the day.
Well, you just saved the day, I guess.
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some...
Uneasy with Dekker?
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open, and Dekker was returning upstairs. I skipped past him, and there she was, a girl. It was difficult to tell. It was dark, and she was chained.
Spying on Dekker?
I didn't need an extra hour to realize Dr. Dekker was strange.
I gotta be honest, this guy, he's super creepy, but he may be one of my favorite stories in this game. Like, just the idea of the midnight hour, it's really cool. And like his entire thought process, I don't know, it's fascinating, this character.
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker.
There is still one more question here, though.
I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home.
Dekker changed? Okay.
Would you tell Jessica I love her?
You love Jessica? Why don't you tell her?
Would you tell Jessica I love her?
Okay, it's probably a question related to the rest.
She didn't really know,
you
me
know
that well, but I did love her. And also, there's a hard drive in the bottom drawer of my drinks cabinet. Please destroy it. Please, don't look at it.
A hard drive?
There's a hard drive with all the pictures I've ever taken of it.
Of course.
The one in the bottom drawer of my drinks cabinet. Don't let Jessica see it.
Why don't you destroy it? You destroy the hard drive. Damn it. Okay. Anything else here? Did you bury David Castleford, which is the husband of Claire?
I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer.
What the fuck?
There are a lot of health and safety considerations. Not everybody can do it. Well, properly at least. Occasionally I step in if the funeral director is short-shouldered. I do remember her face. She wasn't upset in the usual way. She seemed agitated. Her husband must have been a giant. The coffin was so heavy. I remember because aft port side sprained his ankle. That and he wasn't lifting correctly.
So many questions here. Did Claire ask you to do something with David's body? What?
Nobody gave me the memo that Claire was telling everybody about our arrangement. Sometimes a few slip out the back for student use too.
What is happening here?
These things happen in all cemeteries. It's best not to broadcast it.
Oh no. Oh no, do you think she stole the body? She's scaring for the dead body?
I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer. There are a lot of health and safety considerations. Not everybody can do it. Well, properly at least. Occasionally I step in if the funeral director is short-shouldered. I do remember her face. She wasn't upset in the usual way. She seemed agitated. Her husband must have been a giant. The coffin was so heavy. I remember because aft port side sprained his ankle. That and he wasn't lifting correctly.
Okay. Claire seemed agitated.
I've nothing interesting.
Okay, next. Husband was a giant.
Is that supposed to mean?
Okay, next. Aft port side.
I find using nautical terms to describe the position of pallbearers fitting.
There he was.
Plus, most of them are 3 sheets to the wind. You know, drunk.
Okay. Okay, you didn't have to make that weird face, but sure. Sprained ankle.
In simple terms.
Got nothing to say. Why was David coffin heavy if there wasn't a body in it?
Common or garden rocks. It's actually quite handy sometimes having an archaeological dig going on next door. Although I'd rather there wasn't.
Right. So yeah, the coffin was empty and filled with like something else. The body. She stole the body. Oh my god. She has the body. How's your job, by the way?
I put my hand through a rusty nail at work today.
Oh, that sucks.
It hurt like hell and bled like I'd been shot. I closed my eyes and thought, this isn't happening. The nail is just a worm and it will wriggle through me. When I looked back, can you guess what I saw?
You saw blood.
When I looked back at my hand, it was healed. Look, see? My hand had healed. The nail had become a worm and was wriggling in my palm. It was like a little miracle. Like magic.
Magic?
I shouldn't really say miracle or magic. They're words that Dr. Dekker used when he tried to get you to think things and make them real. But do you think it's real, Doc?
No, I don't think it's real.
Magic is real.
No, magic is not real.
Then so it isn't. I envy you, Doctor. I wish I could be so sure.
Who was in the basement? I should talk to other patient more and check my notes. Right. I mean, who was in the basement? We only have Claire left. Or Mariana. Oh my god. Hang on a second. What the fuck is Bryce? Was Mariana in the basement? Mariana was the girl.
That means nothing to me.
Yes, Vienna again. Who else could it be? I guess we have to talk to Claire now. God, I don't want to talk to Claire Did you know anything about the paper spike? Let's get that out
It
of the way.
sounds to me as if Dr. Dekker's murder was a spur-of-the-moment thing. If you were planning to kill someone, you'd bring a weapon with you, wouldn't you? I imagine that the paper spike made a very good weapon, though. It could look quite menacing, glinting in the moonlight.
In the moonlight? How do you know?
So quick to jump to conclusion, Doctor. Obviously, I meant sunlight.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So, have read the arrest report, by the way.
It makes for interesting reading, doesn't it? I can tell you're dying to ask me about it. Fire away.
You killed your husband.
That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him. The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead. There was even a funeral. But I know he's alive.
He's alive?
You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
You made that up. You're imagining things.
That's not relevant here.
Oh, isn't it? Didn't Claire always have her session with Dr. Dekker in the morning? Why would she say the moonlight? Can we ask that? How could you have a funeral if David isn't dead?
He's buried at Henley Church. You can go see for yourself. There's even a headstone. One of your other patients was a pallbearer. I never forget her face. You should ask him.
I did. Which patient was a pallbearer?
Bryce was a pallbearer for David. He's also a gravedigger, I believe.
How do you know Bryce?
Smuggling a body out of a funeral can be difficult.
Okay, so you're
unless you pay the right people.
Okay, you're rich, of course. Of course. I should tell Bryce that Claire says he's been smuggling bodies. Yeah. So, Claire says you're smuggling bodies. Oh. I guess we already did that. Okay, cool. Let's keep going here. Did you intend to fatally wound him?
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her.
Right.
He said he didn't love me anymore. Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody. I reacted badly. I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find, which happened to be the steak knife, and stabbed him with it. There's so much blood. I instantly regretted it.
Because it was dirty? Like, because of the blood?
So, I fixed him.
You fixed him?
It was about a week later. I brought David back to life.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Not with voodoo, not with virginal sacrifice. I just willed it to happen, and it did. Dr. Dekker told me it was possible.
And this is her psychokinesis.
He says once you're in the ground, there's no coming back. But until then, you have a chance at resurrection.
Resurrection?
Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the results, I don't think there's anything holy about it. I think reanimation is more an accurate term. Like, I'm an evil necromancer raising things from the dead.
Necromancer.
David was dazed and confused when I brought him back to life, as you'd expect. He was scared. He didn't want me to go near him at first, which is understandable, as I did kill him. But I didn't really succeed in bringing him back. He wasn't a big talker before, but even monosyllabic words were more than what he seemed able to give me.
Interesting. Reanimation. It's the same one.
Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the results...
Results?
I think his brain was already decaying during the week that he was dead. Important bits. So when I brought him back to life, I didn't heal him completely. Just gave him life in the state he was in. I mean, he's hunting and killing things and trying to roast them on fires he can only light with matches, but that's about it. He's your basic Neanderthal. So I have a problem.
Yes, you have a big problem.
I'm being charged with murder because the police don't know he's still alive, and I can't get David to vouch for me for obvious reasons. I think it would raise quite a few more questions than answers. Which is why I'm hoping that you'd be able to help me.
Help you how? Help you how?
Considering the circumstances, I'd be grateful if you could see your way to declaring me temporarily insane at the time of the murder.
No.
To lessen my sentence.
No.
Because I'm not a killer. But I can't prove otherwise.
Well, you can show me David.
You don't still think I'm a killer, do you, Doctor?
I want to see David.
I'm getting tired of all these questions. I'm getting tired of everything.
And even if you resurrected him, you did kill him, yes? You are a killer.
At worst, it's manslaughter. I didn't mean to kill him. I just stabbed him a bit. And although he was dead for a week, I brought him back to life. Does this mean you won't help me? Was I temporarily insane?
I don't know. You tell me. You tell me.
Think, Doctor. Think.
Were you insane?
That's not relevant here.
I feel like it very much is relevant here. But yeah, that doing like something after doesn't cancel what you did before. It's like those people that say sorry automatically after doing a bad thing just as a justification for doing bad things. You should just not do bad things and not say sorry later.
At worst, it's manslaughter. I didn't mean to kill him. I just stabbed him a bit. And although he was dead for a week, I brought him back to life. Does this mean you won't help me?
No, I won't help you. Are you kidding me?
I'm going to pretend
risk
that I
my
didn't hear that.
license.
Let's have a few more sessions before you seal our fates. Or is it that you want something else? Like Dr. Dekker did.
Wait, what? Dekker wanted something?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that.
What did Dekker want?
Dr. Dekker teased me mercilessly about my electability.
Hmm.
He didn't believe I'd reanimated David. Once, he presented me with a dead mouse and commanded me to give it life again.
Right.
I didn't, of course. It's not something I'd throw around lightly.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He changed his mind about me eventually.
Hmm.
And then he mentioned the girl.
Uh-oh, here we go. The girl?
I'm getting tired of all these...
What girl?
I don't know, Doctor.
Dekker mentioned a girl?
He told me he'd locked up a girl in the basement of his house.
What?
Just for me. And he asked me to reanimate her. It was Iris.
Iris?
I said I couldn't reanimate something that wasn't dead, and he said that wouldn't be a problem.
Who was Iris again?
So I agreed. I just played along. I was hoping it wasn't real. I assumed it wasn't real. But he was offering me what I wanted. A temporary insanity diagnosis.
Who was Iris again? Claire says the girl in Dekker's basement was Iris. Hang on a second. Was that the old lady? Dekker Iris. Where the fuck is Iris? Hang on. I'm trying to look it up without really looking it up, you know. Claire, Eileen, Jaya, Allaby, Warwick, Nathan, Mariana. Is that it? Iris. Oh. Oh, okay. Iris is the assistant of her husband, the one he's been cheating on her with. Oh, wait, so Dekker captured the woman that she pretty much hated, I am assuming.
He told me it didn't happen.
Shit, hang on.
It didn't happen. Dr. Dekker called me from his house to cancel. He was furious. He said that Iris had escaped and he blamed me for it.
Wait.
He said that I must have set her free after he told me about her.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was all lies anyways. He was obviously titillating himself by reprimanding me. He knew I'd never want to speak to Iris again, so I couldn't prove it either way.
Fucking hell. Bryce. So wait, Bryce did actually save her? He did something good? Iris.
The girl who was chained in the basement. Her name is Iris. How do you know that? Not that it means anything. She wouldn't remember me anyway. Time was frozen.
Ah. She wouldn't remember you? Are you sure?
Don't know.
Time was frozen?
I don't...
Didn't you say... Wait, didn't he say the time wasn't frozen? They rescued her.
The girl who was chained in the basement. Her name is Iris. How do you know that? Not that it means anything. She wouldn't remember me anyway. Time was frozen.
I should mention Claire knows Iris.
I had no idea there was a connection between those two. Wow. Behind closed doors, eh?
Okay. But there's still one more thing that we need to ask him, by the way. Okay. So, what's...
Dr. Dekker teased me mercilessly about my electability. He didn't believe I'd reanimated David. Once, he presented me with a dead mouse and commanded me to give it life again. I didn't, of course. It's not something I'd throw around lightly. He changed his mind about me eventually.
Oh, there we go. That's it. Why did he change his mind?
Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too, if you like.
Yes, actually.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Yes, I would like to see David. She's gonna kill me if I go to the lake house, let's be honest.
Very well. In our next session.
Very good. Holy shit. Okay, we can technically finish, but it's getting real late and I want to get all the extras, so I'm gonna quick fire like hints. Is David a zombie?
Yes, he did come back to life, but he's not a zombie. He looks like he always did. Just his mind is encumbered. There's no way back.
Well. I just want to finish the day before I end the stream. Why did he change his mind?
Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too.
Took Dekker to the lake house?
I think it was a mistake taking Dr. Dekker to see David. Dr. Dekker wanted to examine him, so they went into a different room. I wasn't worried. David wouldn't speak. But Dr. Dekker seemed very distant after that. He didn't say a word on the way back.
I mean, he probably examined a dead body. He saw that it wasn't real. I mean, wasn't Dekker the one that said he had hallucinations? Did she speak to the girl? Did you speak to Iris? To the girl?
I didn't speak to her this time. Something about her made me feel uneasy.
Oh, to the little girl.
I just watched her from the bedroom window. She'd caught a fish. She was holding it in her hands.
A fish?
I wasn't close enough to see, but for all intents and purposes, it looked as if the fish bit her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive.
Okay, that was insanity points for me, I guess.
I didn't speak to her this time. Something about her.
Something made you feel uneasy?
Think, Doctor. Think.
Uneasy? Uneasy how? Give me a good hint. Maybe David isn't human. What? Is David even human?
Sorry.
Wait. How do you want me to ask that? Is David not human? With 3 dots, they wanted me to ask that.
Since I brought him back, I felt that there was something different about him. Something not quite right. I think it's his brain. But how ludicrous that you can bring someone back in the first place.
Yeah, it's ludicrous indeed.
It's like that book, Pet Cemetery. Funnily enough, he does smell of earth, but that's because he spends most of his time out hunting.
Okay. Are you lying about David being alive? Are you lying about never seeing Dekker outside of your sessions?
How astute, Doctor. Yes, I did say I hadn't seen Dr. Dekker outside of our sessions. That wasn't a lie. Our trip to the lake house was made during a session.
Ah, you sneaky bugger. Do you think you might be seeing David's ghost?
I assure you, David is not a ghost.
That's a silly question.
I've touched him.
She stole the body. We know that's a fact. You're lying about David being alive?
If David doesn't exist, then that means that I really did kill him. He really is buried, and I really should be going to prison for a very long time.
Saying...
That just doesn't seem right to me.
No, you stole the body.
It's more probable that I reanimated him under Dr. Dekker's guidance.
Oh yes, that's very probable. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry. Silly me. That was so... Oh, for fuck's sake. Why did she say she didn't succeed in bringing him back? Why do you say you didn't succeed at bringing him back?
He made sounds. I could understand him a bit. I thought he'd improve with time, like a child learning to talk, but he didn't. It's only recently that I've come to that conclusion that he's not going to get better. He's not going to be right again. I think it's his brain. At least he is safe where he is.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna just... His brain? Safe where he is?
At the lake house. He doesn't move from there. For good reason.
Yeah, because he's dead. He cannot walk. Good reason?
David shouldn't be alive, so he can't just stroll around the neighborhood. It's unseemly. I did think he'd be able to rejoin society at some point, but not anymore. He's getting worse, not better.
Can you kill him again, maybe? No. Kill him again?
Try asking me something.
Getting worse?
I don't know what you're after.
Oh, sorry. How did you say that?
David shouldn't be alive, so he can't just stroll around the neighborhood. It's unseemly. I did think he'd be able to rejoin society at some point, but not anymore. He's getting worse, not better.
He's getting worse.
I don't know what you're after.
What the frick? Did she lie about David never leaving the lake house? Did you lie about David never leaving the lake house. But didn't she say he never leaves?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. What I meant to say is that David never leaves the vicinity of the lake house. I think his hunting would be severely restricted by trying to do it from the kitchen window.
Oh, because of the hunting. So in your head, he actually moves around, huh?
David shouldn't be alive, so he can't just stroll around the neighborhood.
Shouldn't be alive. Strolling around neighborhood.
Do you see David here? No, Doctor. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous. I don't see David anywhere.
You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
It cannot be explained.
That's not relevant.
What happened to Iris? What happened to Iris? I need to talk to other patients. Like Bryce, maybe? What happened to Iris? Okay. Give me a hint. Hint cooldown. Fuck. Hell. I should lower the cooldown even further. Has he been spying on me? Oh, that's a... Well, is that a legit question? I mean, I don't have anything to hide. He's spying on me. It's gonna be say, yes, of course.
I never spied on you at midnight. But if you start acting strangely, maybe I will.
I feel like I'm already strange enough. Okay, who's left? There's something to ask Mariana. But there's nothing technically here. What about this? Really? Really have nothing left, huh? No. Don't go. I don't know. I guess we just keep hinting. The arrest report says you were covered in blood. How is that relevant?
It's a messy business, stabbing someone. You'd imagine that it would be like slicing into a pie with all the filling just slowly oozing out.
There's like a lot of pressure.
It's so
it
much
just
more dramatic.
sprays everywhere.
Like popping a cork of a bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
Blood sprayed everywhere.
I mean, not that I would know, honestly. It's just you know, a medical fact.
Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth.
Prove that David wasn't dead.
I have a picture of him I took after he came back. I'll bring it in next session.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
I didn't speak to her this time. Something about her...
Why? Oh, well, never mind, actually.
I didn't speak to her this time. Something about her made me feel uneasy. I just watched her from the bedroom window.
Bedroom window.
Oh, I found the key. It must have been there all along, in a drawer in the hallway. I could have sworn I'd looked there already.
Drawer?
You don't have to analyze everything I say, Doctor. Sometimes a hallway is just a hallway. And yes, before you ask, the same goes for the drawer.
I mean, I feel like that's my job to analyze everything you say, so... Yeah.
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship.
Oh wait, no, that's... I'm just gonna ask for a hint. I don't think I can finish this. Why a steak knife?
The steak knife was the closest, sharpest weapon I could lay my hands on. I didn't really have much time to think about it.
I mean, I feel like I have to keep questioning her about the fucking report. Call from the neighbor.
My neighbors seem far more interested in my business than they are their own. The lake house only has one house opposite, and it was on sale for some time. I suppose I should have bought it.
Okay, are we done with that now? For the report? Yes, we're done with the report. Okay, that's good.
The steak knife was the closest, sharpest weapon I could lay my hands on. I didn't really have much time to think about it.
Weapon?
Sorry.
Closest weapon.
Try asking me something.
Sharp?
Think, Doctor, think.
I know what they want me to say here. What happened to Iris? I need to talk to other patients. Oh, for fuck's sake, really? And now I'm like on a cooldown again. I don't know what time is it. It's almost past midnight. I have to take my pill. Hang on. I mean, this gives the cooldown time to come back, I guess. It's always down to the cooldowns at the end. There's no way you could ever find all of them without using the cooldowns. That's for sure. Dekker, risen from the dead.
Sometimes a grave I've dug becomes undug. People blame it on grave robbers. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe the grave was undug from the inside out, not the outside in.
I mean, I feel like there's a way to tell.
Only a gravedigger would know.
Okay, Rice is done. Mariana. There's something here with Mariana that we don't really know because there's no stars. Did she know Dekker was stabbed through the heart? Dekker was stabbed through the heart.
Why would you tell me that? You like watching me squirm, don't you, Doctor?
Is that it? No, I don't like watching you squirm.
Real smooth, Doctor.
Mariana's done. I mean, we only have Claire left. But like, David talked to Dekker?
You're saying that my David would speak to Dr. Dekker, but not his beloved wife? I don't think so, Doctor.
Beloved wife? You killed him!
What would he say? What would he tell him?
I feel like you're not really seeing the point here, lady.
The steak knife was...
let's see if we can spot one of these.
What could possibly explain that?
There is no explanation.
I don't know, Doctor.
What's the explanation?
I'm getting tired of...
Why didn't she have much time to think about it? Why didn't... Wasn't it like a passion crime? Like it happened in an outburst? You have time to think about it.
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to...
Wait, how do you want me to spell that?
I didn't plan to kill my husband. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing. What is it with men and affairs? Is that why they have a shorter average lifespan?
Maybe. Alright, we only have one left, which is this one.
You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
No, you tell me.
That's not relevant.
I don't know. Has anyone else seen David?
Yes, the father and daughter who live opposite will have seen him, I'd imagine, although they won't have talked to him. If anyone approaches him other than me, David would run a mile.
But not Dekker?
The sociable part of his brain must have died in that week too.
Right. Still not done here with that question, huh? What happened to Iris? I need to talk to other patients more, then check my notes. I mean, there is no one else. Unless... Do you think it's possible that some other people have like secret answers, even though they are greenlit? There's no freaking way. Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. There's no way. No, it's like... What happened to Iris? My notes. I mean, I don't know what the game wants me to do here. What happened to Iris? I need to talk. Iris has been freed by Bryce.
What? She was actually his prisoner. Bryce saved Iris? So that's 2 favors I owe Bryce now. And Iris? I'd probably have stopped her death if I'd known it was real. I suppose I should have a chat with her now.
That's a very bad idea. It's a very bad idea. Chat with Iris.
What? She was actually his prisoner. Bryce saved Iris? So that's 2 favors I owe Bryce now. And Iris? I'd probably have stopped her death if I'd known it was real. I suppose I should have a chat.
Stop her death?
I don't know.
Favors to Bryce. How does that even work? You told him something she said and told her something he said. Are you limiting it all at the same time? Yeah, I know it's a little bit weird here. Like, I understand if you use something you hear in one room to the other, because time-wise it could be, oh, I met this person before the other ones. But when you have to do like 2 steps, like I take something she said and I talk to him, and then I talk to him and then go back to her, unless these are like tidbits of multiple sessions, but the game calls them days, so you would argue that this happened in a single day. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is a little bit... David survived the attack?
Perhaps. Perhaps I missed his vital organs. Perhaps by some strange freak of nature he only appeared dead for a week and needed no food or water.
That's my special power. I'm willing these people.
There was an autopsy, so it's not likely. I think he was definitely dead.
You made sure of that, didn't you? Did we actually get rid of that? Yeah, we did. So there's only
What?
something here.
She was actually his prisoner.
His prisoner.
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to.
Iris police station. Maybe you are Dekker, lost in delusions? I mean...
What?
Maybe. I am possessing
She was actually his
Dekker.
prisoner. Bryce saved Iris?
Me as Kira,
so,
you know?
That's 2 favors I owe
Didn't Bryce
now.
say
And Iris?
he saw 2 auras in me?
I'd probably have stopped her death if I'd known it was real.
Probably have stopped Iris' death?
There was something delicious about the idea of getting revenge on Iris by having Dr. Dekker kill her. but I'm not wicked.
No, you wouldn't be. I'm out of here.
You can stop looking at me like that. You've made me do this.
Do what?
And don't try and escape. You're all tied up.
Wait, what?
Now tell me the truth.
What's happening?
Is this a dream?
I hope not. Okay, we're gonna talk to Dream Jaya tomorrow, I believe, or the day after tomorrow, I don't know. But now I kinda have to go. Actually, I have to quickly check the code that the Grey gave me. I'm gonna do it like very quickly right now. That is actually a valid key, Grey. There you go. I now have I'm now the owner of Graveyard Keeper, guys. That was in my wish list. I wanted to play that, so thank you very much, Grey. That's very nice. And yeah, I'll try to play that sooner rather than later. I know the DLCs are actually pretty good for that game. Hang on, let me move it in the streaming. Now it's invalid anymore. No, not anymore. Move to the streaming bit. Do you know anything about the DLCs? Are they worth it? No, it's like 2, I believe, or 3. The Stranger's Sins and A Game of Crone. I haven't looked at them now. All right. I mean, if the basic game is good enough, I'm probably just gonna play the basic game. But yeah, I mean, it looked like it was up my alley. It's like a weird story, Stardew Valley-esque upgrading game about you running a graveyard with a skull talking to you. From is it the one way? Because a whole layer of necromancy. Oh, really? Interesting. I don't know. Well, I'll let you know once I played it. I mean, if they go on sale, I could probably snatch them up. The reviews are positive on the DLCs. So not the new one though. The new one is actually mixed. You know my passion about how graveyards and necromancy cannot coexist. Oh, really? I thought that was a requisite for necromancy. Or else you get the dead bodies. I mean, I guess they're the society in which undeath is an actual thing will provide their beloved dead to random necromancy like that. I mean, I don't know. Is it like an actual thing? I know nothing about the game other than, you know, the few things I saw about the skull. Society that arrives alongside the undead would not have graveyards in the culture. No, probably not. But like, I don't know. I would say maybe personalized spaces in their own like property for dead people to be undead. Unless they're annoying, then they probably want to burn them or destroy them. Anyway, guys, I have to go. Thank you again, Gray. Thank you very much. Alright, guys, I will see you soon, yeah? We'll see if tomorrow I'm going to continue with this. Overall progress, we did a lot of progress tonight. I got 25%. That was like a quarter of the game. But yeah, I'm gonna see if we're gonna continue this tomorrow or I'm gonna play the demos. I still haven't decided yet, and I'll see how I feel tomorrow. Alright? Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a good day, have a good night. I'll see you soon. For now, that's all. Goodbye.